I am here.
Hello.
Joe!
Welcome.
It looks like you're off to a good start.
Welcoming two people at once. My roommate just got back from filming a wedding.
Oh, my goodness. How exciting. Welcome back.
I want to die.
Was it not a good wedding?
It was a good wedding.
It was a phenomenal wedding. But I carried around a 10-pound. What is this?
This is
It's probably
5-6 pounds probably.
yeah.
Oh,
Big camera
Yeah, I carried a big camera around while juggling a number of other accessories all day.
for like 14 hours.
Yep. It was a
oh,
very long day.
oh, wow.
Why do you go?
Oh, what?
But
Money.
yeah, I have a fun time editing this.
Oh yeah.
I know, he's gonna have to delete so much footage. Gotta get some look.
No, it's gonna be great footage. Yeah, my assistant took the best.
I did take some photo footage.
Oh shoot, that's my
And those footage of him so that he couldn't say my footage was bad because he was
Oh yeah.
That's fun.
That's strategic.
My brother-in-law.
Footage I didn't see.
I think your food was laced with something.
Well, you did give it.
No, it didn't.
How much stuff do you guys have to carry?
He has a lot. No, because I finished his job. Do you spend every night on your comment?
I try to do at least 30 minutes every day.
Woo!
Do you get like a frame?
Well, I don't know. Progress is variable, but the time commitment is consistent.
Can you like have a collection? Like I have it.
Yeah, lots.
This page is close. You're close to the end of this one.
Closer.
Oh no, there's more to it than I
The
think.
end of this page, you mean, or this story?
This page?
This page. Yeah. This page is coming along. I'm most of the way there.
I can't say for the story because I'm not entirely sure where you're at. So and how. Yeah. So I can only guess. Hopefully you're getting there.
I'm getting there. It's like, yeah, I've got several pages that are mostly finished, which like, hopefully I can just like bam, get those wrapped up
Woo!
pretty quickly.
The dream.
And then I'll have like 4 more pages to do, which are not yet started.
Oh, that's nothing. You'll get done in no time. You need it.
Well, give me 5 months.
No, you have to get it done before the end of the year. You can do it.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry.
I need to get back on my tighter schedule. I used to expect myself to be done with a chapter a month. I have obviously not been maintaining that since Volume 4.
Occasionally you've met that, right?
I used to. I feel like with getting Volume 4 done and getting the stickers ready, and then life being very just a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Those are all excuses. The truth is, I just need to lock in. That's the secret.
Well, some of the excuses are good.
Well,
I think.
well,
But we'll get there. We're getting
yes, truth is, there's nothing. I don't know about you. I hopefully you're in a happy place. I always long to be at my computer working on my comic. It's probably one of my favorite places to be. So if I'm not doing it, it's not out of like, though it could be laziness, but it's not that I don't enjoy it. It's like usually there's like I just didn't schedule well and I stayed up too late and I started late and then I'm a little bit too much on social media, things like that.
Yeah. I'm getting to that point where it's my consistent happy place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I liked to draw growing up. It wasn't like my default pastime in every free moment.
You had a little bit of a life then.
It's a bit of a life.
Like too much of a life to be drawing all the time.
Not too much. But
Not
the
too much.
consistency in these last few months has definitely helped, where like I'm not dreading this anymore.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How is the? I want to hear the wisdom you've garnered from this book you're reading.
Okay, so yeah, basically with this book, it has several short chapters, and each one is kind of like a different psychology theory or angle to like understand someone's underlying motives, or just, you know, the hidden layers of a person's consciousness. And so the first chapter I read was called Blame the Parents, which is basically talking about what are the messages that your character received as a child, which now like drive them today.
Blame the Parents is just modern psychology nowadays.
Exactly. Well, it's cool how it broke it down into two different categories: injunctions and drivers. Basically, the injunctions are the don't statements, like don't feel, don't like get too close to people, don't, you know, don't be such a child or whatever. And then the drivers are the do statements, like try hard, be strong, hurry up. Basically so it has like a worksheet at the end of each chapter, and for this one it was talking about like what are some of the messages that your character received in their childhood, like what are some of the events that contributed to those messages, and then how does that like create tension for them in the present. I think the whole point of the book is figuring out realistic ways to give your characters internal conflict. And like that quote that I said, it's about creating problems for the characters. Yeah.
I would my favorite thing to do when talking about this stuff is ask, okay, where is this done well? I tell you what, if you haven't watched Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, you are missing out on like literally the epitome of character motivations and complex characters and making sense of what might people say is not really reasonable behavior. Oh my gosh, it's a work of art. It is peak character writing. Oh,
dang. Yeah, a while ago I watched like literally just the first episode of Breaking Bad.
Oh, you did?
Like, dang, this is good. This is compelling. Never got around to watching the rest of it.
Oh, this is so sad. It gets excellent. I was gonna say something. Ah, crap. Ah, it's gone.
Well.
Oh well. One Piece is also very good with this. You dabbled in in One Piece. I know I've mentioned it all the time, but yeah.
I know it's your bread and butter.
It was a big influence. I haven't kept up with it. Right?
Yeah, I have not dabbled far into that franchise.
Then what for yourself? What have been good examples that you think, wow, this story has characters that are like they're the justification or not justification, just make sense of their behavior is just super good, and you're like, I would like to write like something that. I know we already got the Zuko, but you can say Zuko again if you want. But like, obviously, Avatar is an excellent example of that.
I've already said Zuko, so let me find it.
Yeah, you can't cheat with that one again. I don't make the rules. I know I just mentioned One Piece for the 37th time, but it doesn't work that way in your direction. So I don't make the rules, except I do.
So I think I probably mentioned Erased during one of our past conversations. Have you ever seen Erased?
No, I haven't. I've watched video essays about Erased, and I don't know why. I think the reason I didn't watch it because it looked like something that I would have really liked watching the direction of it, and then I also heard that it had a bit of a disappointing ending, and I was like, I don't know if I want to be impressed and then disappointed. I don't know.
Yeah, I get where people are coming from. Yeah, so we did talk about this a little bit at one point. Ooh. I get where people are coming from, where they're disappointed with the ending. I think it's a good ending, just not necessarily the one that some people might have felt like like people might have felt like it was setting up one thing and then it delivered something else. But I was very satisfied with where it landed.
Oh well, maybe add that. We can add that to the. I've watched video essays about the direction of it that was like really going off on how well the direction the anime was like communicated information well with like art and placement of things, and so I knew it was good in regards to at least in the craft department. So maybe worth it just for that.
It's my favorite anime of all time.
Oh my gosh! Well, now we gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Okay, so
I
we
don't make the rules.
Yes, now we gotta watch Breaking Bad and Erased. One is a bit more of a demanding endeavor, I think, but still.
One is a slightly bigger time commitment. Nothing else. But Erased kind of tackles this directly as far as character development and like childhood formative experiences. Because, I mean, as you probably know, like, the main character has this weird phenomenon where he will just, like, relive a moment. He'll just, like, go back in time. And it's, like, basically gives him an opportunity to prevent something bad happening. And then he gets sent back 18 years to his childhood. And, like... What's so cool about it is at the start of the show, you sort of see how he's kind of struggling, feeling kind of lost as an adult. And then he's literally going back and reliving the season of his life where some things happened that, you know, created that disconnect for him as an adult. And he's kind of getting to do it over again with what he knows now. I think it's very well done.
Well, we should have a watch party.
Yes.
I'm for it. I'm up for it. I did remember what came to mind a second ago. Well, I was trying to think of yesterday. Not a few minutes ago. I was gonna mention. I think when I just thought I've actually been thinking about a little bit about Breaking Bad and how I kind of wonder. I don't know. I don't know how to talk about it. How some part of me wonders if some of these like honest depictions of how people fall into self-serving
how people break bad.
Well, how about that? Yeah, like okay, so yeah, so the show has such an authentic and grounded and not understandable. That's what I really like about it. It is like you understand it, but you're like, it's not one of those things where the show's trying to make it all make sense. And I really like this show for that. It's not all about him being, yes, to some extent, he was the victim of some circumstances, but a lot of those circumstances were his bad choices. So it's not just other people's fault. It is sometimes it's pride. It's not wanting to be looked down upon, which is super compelling as a storytelling element. But some part of me wondered, like, I feel like as time goes on, I feel like I've seen my own visions I've just seen this happen with people, and a part of me is like feeling like I don't think this is like the blueprint for it, but some part of me is like, it almost feels like I've seen it happen so much now where people who I thought who were pretty good suddenly like lost it, or at least went off the deep end, and I'm like, what is happening? Why is this new or is this normal? And a part of me was wondering like if
people you know in real life or
yeah in real life, and it's like I don't know if like some part of me wonders if media sort of. I don't know. It probably doesn't, but like sometimes I wonder if it humanizes or makes sense of this toxic thing. I wonder if it becomes something that people embody a little bit. Like it becomes a little bit of reality. Like once a person, like I don't know though. That could be bullcrap. I'm very sure it's probably bullcrap. But like like maybe nihilism if you like Rick and Morty or something. I wonder how much watching and consuming media where people believe certain things, or even if that's perceived as a negative thing, if it's still infectious, is what I'm trying to wonder about. I don't know, because I obviously, and maybe I'm being pretentious saying this, like, I don't think I'm being compelled to do such things. I would think your average person wouldn't, but then I'm like, I don't know though, maybe, I don't know the influence media has on people, and maybe it's more than I think, because maybe I'm more stubborn, maybe I'm not, maybe it's influencing me and I don't even know it, I don't know. Subconscious influence and all that. I don't know. I'm just kind of speaking one of my recent ponderings about it and wondering how things influence in maybe negative ways, even if it's a good depiction and an honest depiction. It's just seeing something influential to make, I don't know.
Yeah, like it can validate either good or bad sorts of things.
Hey, so one of my friends has joined the Twitch chat. Yes, I am on Twitch, so don't cuss or anything, okay? Hey, no, what I just say? Hey, welcome to the stream.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyway, carrying on. I'm trying to think. So, have you watched Fruits Basket? That's a good example.
Nope. Do you recommend?
I don't want to overload with recommendations, but yes, of course.
Okay.
No, I was more so speaking. I was throwing out things I think of when I think of, well justified character behavior, and earned emotional craft. As we were discussing it again, whenever I like talking about storytelling, I like to talk about where we've seen it and kind of make it real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder what again, is that from One Piece? Vinland Saga?
Yeah.
Again, you don't always
about Vinland Saga when I'm thinking of what are some great animes that I've watched?
Haikyuu. I don't feel like they always need. I'm here to make propaganda for the free 24/7 Alpha Twitch channel. My friend who's on the Twitch is trying to get me to watch the Alf show that's on apparently loop on Twitch all the time now. Let's see. You gotta link it to me, man. And I'm definitely gonna watch it. But let me think. Again, it's tough because not everything has to have I feel like there's a lot of shows that don't really bother with explaining a character's emotional, why they think the way they think. Because a lot of my favorite stuff doesn't do that. Like, I really like Akira. For the longest time, One Piece, it's just the character does what they do. And I am as a big, you know me, you can see I do a lot of backstory stuff, so I'm a sucker for explaining why characters where they're at currently. What, Alf, what do you mean? I'm sure that's not what the book is saying, that every character has to have, family history or drama.
Right. It's basically saying, hey, here are some tools that might be helpful for you. Maybe you've already written your whole story, in which case, great. But if not, here, try this.
Oh.
And yeah, I have been finding it helpful so far. One day into the process.
So what is your current work with your current characters that you're applying this to? You were telling me a bit, and I guess you gave me a little bit. Let me refresh my. Let's see. I'm gonna read it. Two different persons riding Marrow and Boat Leah. With Boat Leah, I felt like freedom to tell a more meandering story, driven by the characters and their little side quests. With Marrow, I think I mapped out the main story arcs and themes before I fully developed the character, which probably wasn't the best approach. Marrow feels like a big puzzle, but I'm trying to solve that I'm trying to solve, while Boat Leah is more free flowing. Just free flowing.
Pretty much that. With Boat Leah, it was a characters first process where I'm like, okay, I know where Boat Leah is coming from. I know where Hydration Man is coming from. And then, I mean, there's like, if I continue this story, there's one other major character who comes in a few chapters later. Like, I know where he's coming from, and then most of it can just be like they're doing like their little side quests, which I enjoy because it lets the characters drive the plot rather than the other way around.
Yep.
I think there's probably always going to be some give and take. Like, you get to know the characters through the plot, but also you write the plot based on the characters.
Yeah. Like, I know, I'm a big character. Characters are like everything to me, but I don't think that every story not everything I've been inspired by or loved has had very compelling characters inherently. As I've mentioned before, I'm looking at my Uzumaki. Junji Ito carries his work through his creative unveiling of information, and his art is very creepy, and I guess his creativity does enough to where you're not there for the characters. It almost feels like if you work too hard on the characters, you lose the uncomfortable alien feeling of it. So there is an art form to not necessarily having the most crazy, like the characters. Now, to be fair, so in Uzumaki, the characters do have. They aren't just nothing. It wouldn't work if they were nothing. They have things they care about. There's the main character, her boyfriend, is like very observant of all the threats, and he's very much pushing them to get out of town, and that's interesting. And I guess you're rooting for them. You're rooting for them to make there's something up, but that's not what the story's about. And they serve as effective like characters for it, but I never once thought, why is she the way she is, if that makes sense. Him, I think there might have been a reason why he was the way he was, but it didn't really matter that much. So I do say, even though I don't write like that, I think there's a place for, if your whole thing is your creative, if you, like, Junji's whole thing is creative storytelling, like, and spooks and bizarre stuff, and that's, and it works most of the time. Not always, but he does such a dang good job of it that I don't even care. My curiosity is effectively sparked every time I pick up a Junji Ito book, for the most part.
Yeah.
Would you like that kind of thing, or are you the kind of person who wants it to be very character-centric?
I think I want it to be more character-centric. Now, like, okay, as I've said, I am someone who, like, I like stories to have generally a happy and a satisfying ending. I'm not super into the, like, whoa, thought-provoking story that's, like, really dark just for the sake of being thought-provoking. But an example of something that's, like, I guess leans a little bit more dark, but I still love, is The Prestige.
Yeah, I would argue that one has an acceptable ending. I'm content with the conclusion.
I'm content with it too. It's like it feels like, yes, this is what should happen. Like, this is kind of what, like, he deserves.
Yeah, and the better brother, survives. So, spoilers, I guess. Oh, I didn't watch myself. Yes. Spoilers. But everyone, I don't think anyone here.
Yeah, it's like, at least not everyone we care about is dead.
Little victories. No, no, I
that's one.
Yeah.
So, like, that's an example of a story which I think it is driven by characters and, like, their motivations and things that they, like.
Oh, very much so. Oh, it's so good. And each character has their own reasons and their own. Now, it doesn't go into super detail, but you get very clear character motivations. The brothers are in it for the survival. To them, it's more of a desperation thing and a way out of the pits of poverty, while the other guy was more like he enjoyed bringing wonder to people, and he came from a wealthy place, so he couldn't understand they're more practical and desperate maybe, and maybe sacrificial, but he was sacrificial. That was the cool thing, is both characters were compelled through something that was sincere and involved sacrifice. But I like that the show didn't try to make it seem like one maybe more so than the other. People have all kinds of motivations, and they're not always going to be. I think sometimes you can cheapen what motivates a person by acting like there's only one thing that motivates people, or only really desperate people will be inspired to do work hard. That's not true. That's not historically accurate. So and it's not interesting.
Yeah, I really did like how the brothers were characterized in that sense. Like, it wasn't as cookie cutter as like, oh, one of them is the gentle, faithful and loving one, and the other one is just like all harsh.
Oh, I was actually talking about the.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was mostly talking about the contrast between the Great Denton and the brothers. But I do think that there was two very obviously. There was the brother that was. There's just one of the brothers who was too hot-headed and mean and caused most of the trouble. Like, most of the problems was his doing. So I will say
that is true. That is true, and yet that is true, and yet at the same time they were both motivated from a similar place.
Yeah, that's true. I liked him though. He was a fun source of most of the problems.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, you don't know that it's not necessarily. Sometimes it feels out of left field, and you're like, the show did such. What a good movie! What a good movie.
One of my favorites.
But that's a good character. I'm trying to think of other ones that. Sometimes I think the problem is if a show. Some part of me feels like if a show didn't pretend like it was trying to focus on characters and emotions, that I would respect it more. Like Jujutsu Kaisen's one of those. I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen, if it just kind of, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Maybe that. No, it does. It tries to build emotional tension with backstories and stuff, and I just feel like they are lacking what feels like an actual human. Like, their stories, all right, and their stories that I guess by mathematically we should care about, but oh my gosh, I think they're just like so weak in regards to the emotional. The designs are great, the action's great. I think it's a very cool series. I think it looks really cool, and obviously a lot of people like it. But oh my gosh, the things they try to make me care about, I don't know how anyone pretends to care about half of this stuff. I'm like, oh my word.
I have not dabbled in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh
yet.
Man, you don't know what I'm talking about.
I read the premise and I was like, this kind of seems like just like another shonen.
It could be great, and it has some things that I say are of great merit, and I probably would have been proud of myself if I had made it. So I'm not a complete hater. It is one of those things where I'm like, I think they're trying to get me emotionally compelled, and I don't think it's working, and I think I'd rather they didn't even try. Because I like I'm trying to think what else. Akira. I love Akira. The thing with Akira, it carries itself on, in my opinion. It is mostly a story driven, like it's mostly driven by the actions and the hype and the storytelling. But the main protagonist is like really funny, and he's such an outside source of amusement in the face of a very morbid story that the contrast of him and everyone else makes. I think if it wasn't him, if he wasn't the main character, it wouldn't be the series it was. So, but that's all going back to character voice, and he's just more fun. Like, that's just, the authors made a good character. That's all there is to that. And put it in it's not just one though. Him and Tetsuo, there's a lot. You seen Akira? I'm gonna keep on mentioning shows that I've never even assumed you've consumed. Or books.
I have watched Akira one time. I have not read it, and I feel like it's probably worth a read, because as I was watching the movie, I was like, man, this is really fascinating. This is really compelling. I feel like I'm not catching everything.
Yeah,
I feel like I missed some important details, and I didn't get to know the main character as well as I wanted, or as well as he probably deserved.
well, I will say, as you've surely heard, the manga is very different than the movie. And though I will say, I think the main character is about as much of a straightforward character as you can get. You don't really need to know much more about him. He is what he is. There's a lot of other character stuff that is done, and some really compelling stuff that is in it. But you know, he is what he is. He's a bold idiot, and amusing and a curious, overly confident character. But it serves to me, I think it's a refreshing. It's like, I feel like it's a good thing, like, where you want that in a story like that, because everything's so serious and everyone's so, you need a little bit of fun, you know. Right. That's my opinion, and my takeaway from it. But even though I would include Akira as something that carries itself on its storycraft and art very much so, because it's not like it's always about just him.
Yeah.
But it is a very good drama as well. So I don't know. Akira doesn't count, even though that's a heavier story, but not that heavy. I tell you what, the real test of this is Dorohedoro. I'm gonna keep throwing things out that you haven't watched. How about instead you mention what you've watched, and I'm gonna stop throwing a bajillion anime out at you.
Good question. What the heck have I watched? I have watched several things. If you can believe it. It's been a while since I've watched most of them.
Oh no! Sounds like you need some new content to inspire.
It's true. I've been pretty much exclusively on the audiobook grind recently.
That's good stuff.
Because
that's valid.
It's just so efficient.
It is efficient. It's so true.
Oh, never mind. I forget I can do this.
What?
Just, like, hide the base colors but keep the shading.
Ooh, I never do that. We don't. Is that you using the mask?
No, this is clipping layers.
Oh.
I have my, like, silhouettes layer, which is all white. And then the base colors and the multiplier shading layer are both clipped to that.
I see. I'll tell you what, one thing I do differently than you is I don't do a flat, solid color that I put layers on top of. I will do, and you probably do this too, so forgive me if I'm telling you something obvious, but I will do whatever the hardest and thing that's on the very top. So I usually start with, I do the eyes first, but then I go to hair, and then once the hair's done with all the pointy stuff that has to be technically filled in, then I'll go to a layer under the hair and fill in the skin without being so technical, because all the layer on top is already covering up. So I'll be more messy as I go down.
Yeah, you did show me that one time, and I remember seeing that and thinking, wow, that's really smart. Now I only need to, be precise with the outlines one time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to save time here. I can't be doing
every time I'm drawing an adjacent color.
Yes, exactly. So I'm guessing you probably already do that, but I just wanted to mention it as that's why I don't have my stuff on. I don't do a flat silhouette color unless there's a very distinct thing that needs to be in the foreground that I need blocked out, which very never happens. Like maybe once or twice in the entirety of my comic.
All right, trying to think of other good examples. What is the assignment again? We're talking about well-developed characters who are
Well, say that relates to the book you're reading and what it's trying to get you to do. Does it have any examples? Does it reference characters?
It does not reference. It is a very lightweight book. Very Actually, it has one example, which is
Breaking Bad.
Actually,
just kidding.
Because Elsa is a good example of someone who received a lot of negative messages in her childhood. Conceal, don't feel, and all of that. So that was the example, the one example that the chapter referenced. And I can respect it. Like, you know what? Frozen had some good stuff going for it.
That's an interesting. I want this makes me want to talk about something. I have so there's like a bit of a trend in media. I hope it's not doing. I doubt it's what the author's doing, but I'm gonna list them out and see if you see the pattern. I'm sure you will know where I'm going with this. Okay, so we've got Coco, Encanto, Moana, Little Mermaid. Let's see what else we got there. I feel like a lot more Pixar, but was a little. Just on those, what are you thinking? Obviously Frozen, but I'm trying the last few pieces of media we've gotten. Maybe a little bit of it's in there. It's in a little bit of Zootopia, but it's not really as prevalent. Maybe Pocahontas. So, there's a place for something like that. Like I think Tangled does that well. Partially because the actual the intent of the is bad. Like the okay, so I've listed out what I think. So it seems those are all movies that have the parents as being kind of killjoys and keeping the kid from or the person from living up to their full potential. Marvel does that. All of them do that. It's very much a Disney thing. That's their brand, I suppose. I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of hate it because I think we don't have nearly enough listening to wise counsel going on anymore. And I think there's not a lot of content out there that shows the parent giving good counsel and the kid being a fool for not heeding it, which I'd argue is probably more so the case than the other way around nowadays. Wolfwalkers did this as well. It's probably one of the main reasons I don't like Wolfwalkers. But there's a lot of reasons I don't like Wolfwalkers. To everyone's probably surprise. And what say you to that? Those are my takes.
You raise a good point. I had not exactly noticed that trend, but it's there. It's definitely there. I feel like that trend has existed. Like, it's been around. It might have become more common recently. But there have always been, like, the annoying parents. Well, actually, when I think of older movies, I'm thinking of Home Alone right now. I think of movies where it's like the parents are sort of vilified in the beginning, but then over the course of the movie, like the child protagonist is learning to appreciate said parents and actually be grateful for them.
Yeah, Home Alone's a good example of that. I don't like Home Alone for that. I love Home Alone. Great movie. 10 out of 10. But I don't love it necessarily because of the point of making the parents, like, making it be like a kid learning his lesson. I think it's just a great movie across the board. Fun movie. This is a good movie. Just a solid film. I don't know how many I could probably, obviously a good movie, well, this doesn't count. No. Nope. Ironically, one of the few that had really good parents in it was the Emperor's New Groove. Oh
yeah,
that's like a one. But yeah.
Man, what a peak movie!
It's excellent, but there's really not a lot that show the other way. Because you could argue that maybe. One thing you never see, which I think, well, maybe you do. You'll let me know if you've thought of any like this. And then maybe an anime does this. Actually, anime does it. This is a great example. Vinland Saga does this. He got wise counsel from his dad to not be, not to be to not see people as inherently antagonists, to not go out and seek violence, right? And he rejected that due to maybe some obvious circumstances that compelled him, but still, there's a good example of having wise counsel from your father that you did not heed and had to learn the hard way. I think that is way more. I like that kind of stuff way more. I'm kind of tired of like the you already know better because you were born smarter than everyone else. It's just such a childish take. And I get there's some idea. I feel like there's maybe some reality to. Obviously, there's some overbearing parents, and maybe there's some. And I was spoiled, so maybe I'm projecting a more positive outlook on parents because I had good parents. But you know, I don't know if most young people's issue right now is having overly involved parents. I think that might be the opposite, actually. But it seems like that's the main narrative. The turning red, another one. I could keep going. Forever. It's always the parents being stupid and the kid being like, let me be myself. And then like the happy ending is the parent learning that they suck and the kid is right all along. I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is helpful at the moment with where we're at.
Thanks.
Maybe that's a hot take.
Yeah. I'm glad you bring this up because that is definitely a real thing. Definitely a real trend that I had partly noticed. What was the...
all going back to, I feel like the reason I think that it's interesting that your book referenced Frozen as the example of parents being the source of the problem is funny because it makes me feel like, well, they have a reason to see that as an example and that as a reliable narrative because it has succeeded in many a movie at this point, but always in a certain direction. I don't think the writer of the book is trying to say that you should always depict the parents as the problem, but I would argue that their examples show that most stories do that. I'm not sure exactly why there's so much. Maybe it's relatable. Maybe they think kids can relate to having parents that are annoying. I don't know. But you have like Bluey, which is phenomenal, which is a really good show. It really humanizes and brings like some more like relating to the parent a bit more and liking the parent a bit more than just having them being fear-mongering idiots.
Yeah, I definitely do like stories that have just really unambiguously good characters. Like I've talked about Iroh multiple times, of course.
Oh yeah. Iroh's a rare gem. Like, how did you even figure out how to write that character? Holy crap.
I don't know. I have a Joel dancing behind me right now. I don't know.
Joel.
Fight or flight is kicking in right now.
Hi, Joel.
Hello.
It's going great. Making comics, talking about storytelling, you know.
Hey, yeah, the basics.
The daily necessities.
I definitely can totally relate.
Joel, who are your favorite characters in a story?
In his story?
In any story.
Pick.
See, my favorite book is Harry Potter.
Excellent choice.
I actually don't. Well, I don't really like Harry Potter, like as a character. He's just kind of an idiot. I like Fred and George a lot.
Oh heck yeah!
I resonate with them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, the characters. There's a story you talk about characterization. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
There. Thank you for your contribution, Joel.
What's up?
Thank you for your contribution, Joel. Excellent taste in storytelling, I think.
What about you?
Oh, we were.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh my gosh, that's a big question. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Huge question.
Ooh.
Return Descendants.
Well, aside from my own series, of course.
Emmett is your favorite character.
Yes, I must. Aside from mine, at least early. See, my favorite character may not be the best written character. It just may be that I'm a sucker for. I'm a huge Bakugo fan. I think because he's subverted expectations as a character, and I really like an author who's bold. And I also think he's a really good character overall, not just because he's subversive, but because he is complex and and I just think he's an excellent character. So, Bakugo, I really like Bakugo from My Hero Academia.
I see.
That may not be a. I don't think that makes him necessarily the best character, or even one that's maybe the most compelling. Hi, Kit.
I was wondering when Joe was gonna come. I was literally in here like an hour ago drawing.
Can you believe that?
I love that I'm like part of the schedule now.
I love. She wasn't wondering when I was gonna show up. She was wondering when you were showing up. Man.
I'm sorry, Tiff.
Man.
This is becoming my channel.
You have outshined me on my own server. This is what I become.
You act like he's the first. No,
Ah! Valid.
Who else has stolen this channel before?
I mean, do you really gotta ask? I was gonna say not this channel.
Actually, you don't know. There was an era. There was an era where Mako was queen bee around here.
Oh, that's true. She used to stream
That
a
is
lot
true.
here, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know if she was on here, but she used to cook a lot of content up. I'm sure life has gotten busy for her, but
She got a job.
everyone got jobs. No.
Improving her relationship with her sister. I'm proud of her.
Yes.
But at what cost? At what cost? No.
We missed her dearly. She'll come back. I know she will. She loves us.
Yes.
Yes, but I support all outshining of me on the server. I'm still trying to collect all the.
Humility. Gotta practice the humility.
I gotta collect all the shiny Pokemon artists, and
That is true.
so.
It's funny. I opened up. So right now I'm playing Project Zomboid again, and I opened up a save file that was opened in like 2022 because I don't know what I was playing when I was in. Because I was not an experienced solo player in 2022, so I'm like, okay, 2025, let's see how I compare. And I'm like looking at my inventory, I'm like, I didn't know anything, bro. I was playing as a character from one of the games I played before, so I'm like, hey, and then I check his wounds, he's infected, and I'm like, dang it. So I'm like, who should I play next when this character dies? And I asked my bestie, and he's like, you should play as a Tribe 9 character. I'm like, you're right.
I don't know what you're talking. Tribe 9.
There's a Tribe 9 character in that game.
Huh?
There's a Tribe 9 character in that game?
No, I said I'm gonna play as a Tribe 9 character in this game. So I'm gonna style my character to look like the character, and I'm gonna. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I wasn't playing like that would be cool if they were in the game default, but you don't really have to do that. You can just make him.
Hold on, Kit. Explain this game to my certified gamer roommate who is standing over my shoulder.
Okay, certified gamer roommate. Okay, real quick. Apocalypse giving Sims energy.
You don't have to be a Gen Zer.
What?
The name was just.
Oh, she's older than you. Be respectful.
That's crazy. To keep calling me Gen Z, that's crazy.
Giving? That's like such a Gen Z thing to say.
I like the term.
We can't decide whether.
Oh my gosh.
We can't decide whether Joel is more like millennial or Gen Alpha.
That's no.
I mean, with that attitude, it's definitely millennial.
Hey.
You got the attitude of somebody twice your age, sir.
What can I say? I'm a man of culture.
He got me when he called you a certified gamer.
Oh my gosh.
That's when I knew I was in trouble.
Oh my gosh.
I need you guys to understand. I have literally worked a 14-hour shift. I had 4 hours of sleep.
His brain is fried. He's dying.
Heck yeah! What a party! It's a party now. You should stay up and play a video game.
Get some food, get some water, and get some sleep, homie.
No, Joel, listen. Instead of doing that, you should join my Discord and live stream gaming.
Heck yeah.
Tiffany is the best bad influence.
It's true.
On the clock.
Damn, this is like the second birthday party I've crashed. Second game.
Oh my gosh. Oy vey.
They decided to throw a party in the apocalypse. It did not end well for them.
I'm sorry, a 14-hour shift? Are you a firefighter?
No, the wedding film.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, that's insane.
14 hours.
Yeah.
I was just listening to some wedding stories. That's hilarious.
So you got there in the morning. Well, how far of a drive was it?
It was an hour.
Okay, so an hour drive to get there, leaving at like 7:30 or whatever.
Yep.
8.
Where the party had it. Sorry.
And then, I take it you had to help set up for a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably 6 or 7 hours of festivities.
Mm-hmm. If I was a Gen Alpha, I would have said, never.
To
And
be
you probably help clean up.
What?
Did you help clean up stuff
A
after?
little bit, yeah.
All right.
I was mostly just trying to, I don't know, get on the same track as my assistant, who's like somehow more extroverted than me.
I don't know how he does it.
And he has brain rot, bro. He has stage 10 brain rot.
Joel, just remember, this is how I feel.
what crap? Hey, what?
How do you think I feel if somebody outbeats my brain rot? That's crazy. Like, that's. They're cooked, bro.
Oh gosh.
Cooked is crazy.
Not that it's a competition, but yesterday I'm pretty sure it was about an 18-hour shift for me. So I also work hard.
It was like a 4-hour drive. For 5 hours to get there?
Yeah, if you, I guess the shift
You're on all day,
doesn't
aren't you?
start till I leave. So let's say I woke up at 4:30 or around 4:25, and then I got home at 10:30 ish in the night. So it was a heck of a lot of hours. I was dying that morning. I've never been more attacked by my own eyes in my life. It was like I was at war with my conscious, like, waking eyes. And it was tough because there's nothing you could do. Because like if I can't just stop, I did stop, but like every minute I'm not driving, I'm not making money at the con because if I never give myself a lot of time. So it was a desperate situation, but it was bad because I was like, I will probably wreck and die if yeah. Anyway, so I relate to your struggle. Good job sticking to it for money. Money's important. You gotta make it.
I'm totally making like money on this.
Are you? Wait, did you do this for free?
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
He does it for the love of the game.
This was his uncle's wedding.
He just loves weddings.
I would have charged $2,000 if I was like, actually professional or whatever. But I'm just trying to get like a portfolio out, so I'm charging like a range of 800 to 1,000. And I have an assistant with me. I give them a discount because they're family. But yeah, I have to pay my assistant as well, so I'm not really making anything. This is just really to show people what I can do.
You're not really running a business.
That's valid. That's a good thing to do. You could be worse. You could be in college paying someone for you to do this.
Well, while you guys were talking, I low-key looked into my backpack and discovered I was carrying 179 rags for some reason. I don't know where they came from. I don't remember.
Rags?
179 rags, but I had them.
Wow.
Rags?
Yeah, straight up rags. Straight up ripped sheets. Like, I don't know where they came from. I wasn't even ripping.
She's talking about her game.
So
I thought you meant in real life. I was like, what the heck is she talking about?
No. That would have been crazy. 170 rags in my lap.
In the spirit of Joel roasting you for Gen Z, Bingo, I just noticed you said you low-key looked in your inventory, and I was like, what if you high-key looked in your inventory?
Did I actually say low-key look in my inventory? I see it now. He's right. I am cooked, bro.
Cooked.
I'm using young slang, and I'm a girl who says bro. That's not a good thing.
Uh-oh.
Double whammy right there.
Listen, I don't know when we're supposed to stop using words that are new. I feel like I'll just use whatever I hear. Like, my language has shifted every freaking year. Or every month there's a new way of saying things.
I hear ya.
And I was also to the point where I'm like, don't even think there's a generational thing now. It's just like a monthly thing.
No, that's a bread. Bro had a bread knife. Sorry.
Stay away from him.
Tiffany, you just have to adapt and overcome.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Exactly.
Yep.
That sounds like something a young person would say.
What? No. What?
Joel goes, I would never.
I would never say something a young person would say. I will do my best. My challenge with Joel, I'm sure you've read it. But my challenge
Fancy wine cabinet.
is trying to balance my modern comedic, whatever things I think, the way I write that I think is fun for what the readers I'm going for, or what I think is fun, while trying to kind of give it the vibe that it's historically accurate. But I've really, at some points I'm like, there's no way, this sounds like such a modern thing a character would say. It is what it is. I can't help it. I could have helped it.
Emmett's standing there like, I'm so cooked, bro.
Yeah, he's not a, you know, fun.
TG.
Yeah.
While we're here, make sure to vote in the polls.
Oh, I thought I did, and I clicked it, and I didn't. Okay, I'm going.
Democracy?
Democracy.
Democracy. Yes.
Little fun.
Sorry, when you mentioned did you mention Pokemon?
I mentioned collecting artists like Pokemon. Okay, who's the most eligible bachelor? Oh. Ooh.
Incensed?
In Sims is crazy.
Yes, incensed. Not in.
It's in the kids.
Bakery?
No, it's in the
exhibition poll.
Let me link it in the.
This is tough.
This is,
I have so many good guys.
Multiple PG.
I got so many cool dudes in my comic. Why the heck is Kane there? Absolutely ridiculous.
So, Joe, the kids sent exhibition poll is where I host all my polls, including I said unrelated, but it is related. I just wanted to get a gauge of who everybody liked here, and so far, John is beating out the competition.
Jonathan was my first. I've already clicked Jonathan, and I'm just thinking about the others. Samuel's great. I don't know. He's a little.
Samuel, kind of the ghost. Joel, you better catch up on Scent so that you know who any of these people are.
Yeah, Joel. All the cool kids are reading
You know
Scent.
who Shadrach is. He's all
Oh wow. Okay, so good tripping, guys. Are we doing that?
Yes, we are.
We're doing it for your own good, man.
We need you for propaganda.
Join
That'll
us.
make it cool.
Looks like the people
I've
agree
only
with
met
me.
2 people named Joel in my life, and they're both riots.
What do
I
you
said
mean?
you're included in there.
Joe and Joel.
So I'm a riot? Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that would imply that I'm like several angry people, right? Or
No, that's
Yeah.
you're
Ha!
a hoot.
Ha!
what?
You're a hoot.
Oh,
Come on, take it literally again.
like 50 years.
Oh, he didn't take it literally again. You mean like an
Guys,
owl?
The joke is that I'm young and I'm not actually 50 years old to have heard that word.
It's news to me.
I know that word, and I'm not 50 years old. That's crazy.
What? Hoot?
You're outing yourself, actually.
I'm outing myself. I mean, I am an old soul. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's an old lady.
Okay, I have a question.
What's up?
Why is Otakte in the eligible bachelor category?
Okay, I knew somebody was gonna ask.
He's a married man.
He's a married man.
You didn't ask about Ohanzi. She's
Wait.
awesome.
What? Oh.
Okay,
oh,
Bachelorette.
I didn't scroll that far.
Okay, who's the most eligible battler? Oh, there's
So
more!
my reasoning to put Otakte there purely was to see if people were gonna vote for him. I know. I mean, if you looked in the general chat, I said I put Otakte, Hannah, and Austin there for reasons.
My dog is making little barks. That's my dog.
Almost questionable.
I was today years old when I learned that Kiwaga is a woman.
Yeah, there's Kiwaga and Kawaga.
Well, that makes sense linguistically.
She's a big girl. We love her. We love Kawaga. I love her. Honestly, I think she's one of my favorite peace puffs. We have not seen we've seen Jack from her so far.
Well, she doesn't talk.
Sorry.
He's just stood there menacingly.
She has done a lot of standing
that's all it
menacingly.
took. That's all it took. She just needed to enter into my life menacingly, and I was like, hey, welcome to the party.
Huyana and Kiwago easily the most eligible bachelors for the SUNKA. Oh, Dakota, I didn't see you. Oh, I'm so sorry, my boy.
Like half reading the things.
I didn't see you. Whatever. There we go. Oh yeah, Dakota's the correct answer. That's a good boy.
You're not the only person who feels that way about Dakota. Dakota's like it's crazy that Dakota has like taken the lead in terms of the SUNKA bachelors.
He's,
I'm not even surprised, but I also want to hear y'all reasons.
Now,
Why
to
do
be
I
fair,
think that team?
let's be honest. Dakota is also the only one who has taken human form, so it just shows people also happen to like
That is
humans.
true. You are. Oh my gosh, you are 100% correct. I'm dealing with a real mob.
So like, it's easier to see him as a bachelor, you know.
That is true.
For you know. Okay, who's what's eligible? Oh, bachelor.
Hey,
My lady.
don't get violent over here.
Ruth.
Don't get violent over here.
Though I feel like 100 is also actually pretty awesome.
So, the reason why I included Otakte is because, I'm going to be so real with you, I thought people liked Otakte.
I
It's
like
true.
Otakte.
I know, but I'm saying as, sorry, I'm
What are you saying, Kit? You think people like my boy?
Not to discredit you, Joe, but I'm just saying that when it comes to like I'm trying to ask who you like if you had to woo the character really. I thought that was kind of synonymous with asking who's the most eligible bachelorette is like who we like basically.
Oh, not me putting way more thought into the bachelor votes than the bachelorette votes.
And that's actually fair. You got more. You got more with the bachelor than you had with the bachelorette. I mean, it was slim pickings for a second because I was like, we can count all our ladies on one hand, and then Maka was like, what about Kawaga? And I was like, you're right.
What about was Onawa in there? Is Onawa included?
No, she's not. She's too young.
Oh, how old is she?
Isn't she?
She's 18, but I didn't want to make that weird for our above 18 crowd.
Are all the girls? Is Comfort? How old is Comfort?
Mishak and Nawa are kind of like. It's a weird line with them in terms of like
18 or 17 in the current event.
I think he's like he's either 17 or 18, but I can't remember.
I dare not speak. I'm not.
If only we could ask the author.
Where's Maka? Maka.
That is true. I'll ask Maka. I'm pretty sure Maka would confirm that Mishak and Onawa are both 18 years of age, but still, I already asked her. I said, "Do you think I should include them?" And she goes, "No." So.
Okay, but how old is Comfort? Isn't she younger?
I don't know. I thought Comfort was of age, considering Tiller wanted to date her.
Well, they're of course they're of age, but to be fair, like 18.
If they're in their teens, I might have to reconsider.
Yeah.
Age back then was 16.
Yeah. Joe speak. I wasn't gonna say it, and Joe came out and just talked.
Quick, hold on.
No, this is in the.
Is this in
Japan?
Wyoming, 1849.
I can see why.
Now it would be crazy if TG put this in ye old Tokyo.
Ye old Tokyo.
Tokyo Drift.
Oh my god. Hey,
not me thinking like you know the Akira slide with the motorcycle but with a SUNKA mount. Like that would be crazy. That's literally Samuel said with Shaheki, bro. He's literally the
Akira from Indy. Yes. We were just talking about Akira earlier.
We were.
And Joel keeps showing me that one meme from Akira.
What's that?
You guys know? Are you guys like appreciators of the getting points on the road memes?
Getting points on the road?
You know,
okay,
hitting
so
people.
Maka has confirmed to me that both Miller and Comfort are 19 years of age.
Okay,
so
what are you saying, Joel? I want to know more. Points on the road.
Yeah. So basically, there's a point system. When you hit certain people, like let's say just a regular person on the road, it might be like 5 points that you get. Bonus points if you hit someone in a wheelchair. Things like that.
Okay, all right.
Just regular things like that. There's it's an actual like meme. Like a lot of people make this joke.
Joel is not just a psycho. You gotta trust him on it.
Yeah, trust me. Trust me, bro. Anyway, there's like a scene from Akira, which is like, "Leave me alone, Akira," and people associate that with the point system. Probably should just.
It's a scene of Tetsuo like kind of
holding his head. Yes, I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Good.
Oh my gosh. Although I want to see you guys send one though, because I get the two jokes now, but I'm trying to imagine them together. So I like you have to send a link.
It's chronically online. Oh,
Honestly, I cannot judge. This is a problem for me in particular.
Yeah.
This trouble.
Wait, what
Sorry. Okay, Kit. You said that comfort is 19.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. I was like, that's a big cookie because I thought they were together.
What?
My dad brought me a cookie.
Oh.
Or brought me a cookie.
Man, okay, there are several eligible bachelors here. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It made me giggle that we only had like 5.
You missed Mina.
We only have 5 eligible ladies.
What about Mina?
Because she is in her teens.
Mina, Shadrach's sister.
Oh, we don't have a. Okay, I guess I could put her in the vote. Sorry, I gotta read this.
Oh shoot! Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I wanted to include background characters because we also have like the Mountain Men, and I like the Mountain Men, but I don't know how old some of them are. I feel it in my soul that Boston is probably younger than I think he is.
Yeah.
He's probably in his teens, which makes that even more horrifying.
I like that you're like assuming that I've done the math.
Oh, look about that.
He's as old as I need him to be, according to the context.
You what?
Look, I said he's old as I need him to be, should the context require it.
I was just aiming for 20 and above peeps on this particular poll because we're getting old.
Yes, we got some rare. This is a rare shonen adjacent comic where the characters are the main romance is actually.
They're actually not 16 for one.
Oh.
Dude, you know how much I'm dying for people my age to be in anime because I'm just like, what the frick? We're like, I'm entering like mentor.
To be fair, all you've got is Regan from Mob Psycho. He'll carry though. He carries.
He carries, but at what cost, bro?
What?
He's only for a select group of people. I ain't interested in him.
He was tied for the #1 Tumblr sexy man.
I'm telling you, Tumblr people are a different breed. I'm not counted in that.
No. Joe, have you watched Mob Psycho 100? Have either of you watched Mob Psycho 100?
He was the only man that I understood what people were talking about when they said pathetic man. He was the only man I understood.
He's also awesome. So, a beautiful example of get you a guy who can do both. Be a loser and be very cool.
That is true. But he also tried to sneak into school dressed as a girl. That was weird.
Listen, that was funny. It was funny.
It was really funny.
Oh my gosh. We need to watch some content, man. Yeah, Mob Psycho. You would love Mob Psycho, Joe. I feel like you would really like it. I feel like I almost want to watch that more than I want to watch anything else. I think you would at least. Though it does kind of depend on your humor, but I feel like most.
No, I think Joe would like it.
It's really good. It does great character work. It's a lot more direct about some things. I think you'd appreciate that as you like to write things if you're addressing certain stuff. It seems like you, from what I've heard, it might be something that would be up your alley in regards to. It directly addresses things like it's a combo of things, but it has great character work. And honestly, ironically, this whole thing's about like psychics and stuff, but like. Spoilers, I guess, but there's an arc in like season 2 or 3. I don't know how many seasons. 3? I'm gonna say season 2 though. There's a 2-episode arc where it's just about Regan, and and there's like nothing magical about it. It's literally just a character series of episodes, and it's like the best part of the whole series. Like it was just so real emotionally and so relatable, and you could argue, hey. It does reflect a bit on family stuff, which actually there's a lot of family stuff. In fact, that's a big part of Mob Psycho. We gotta watch Mob Psycho. There's a good example of like family history, background stuff without it being like predictable necessarily.
I liked it a lot.
I love Mob Psycho.
I haven't watched the whole second season yet.
Oh, you have watched Mob Psycho? I thought you said you didn't.
I did like let's just say I like the first antagonist we ran into. I believe he's the first antagonist.
Oh. Dimple.
Huh? No.
What?
I was thinking, isn't his name like Tara or something? Or just Tara?
Oh, the blonde guy?
Yeah.
What's his name?
That little man made me laugh.
I like him as well. Though I wish they would.
It's so ironic that I like that character, but I don't like Kane.
Okay, you need to relax. Kane is cool and he's a lot of fun.
I'm not. Look. When it comes to Kane, Jay is unmatched in their love for Kane. I certainly can't compete. But when it comes to Kane specifically, I love how my feelings toward him has progressed over the years. And when I first saw him, I was like, okay, I like this character. He's kind of attractive, but he's an asshole.
The best kind of attractive character.
Stated that.
Like
I like Kane, don't get me wrong, but I don't like the way he's dealt with Barnabas. I think that's what really agitated me in the last sketchathon was the way he'd be talking to Barnabas, and I'm just like, excuse you.
I was very proud of that sequence with Kane. I liked that I was able. So one of my biggest beefs with characters that are like bad guys in stories. I know this is gonna change, and not to bring up the Forbidden Show, but I've already complained a bit about Alistair in Has-Been Hotel, and I've been always frustrated that they're like, he's the worst. He's such a scary evil character, and then he just constantly is nice and helpful. And it's like, how about you let him do some bad stuff? Even his backstory, then they reveal how he became. Yes, he was like a serial killer, but the only clip they ever show of him killing someone was someone who like was deliberately rude to him. So it was clearly like it made it seem like a crime of passion. And it's just like you made it to where the audience wasn't even allowed to feel bad for the victims of him because we're supposed to like him. Dude, let him be bad. If you're gonna write a villain or a bad character, let them be bad. I've always said this. I'm sorry that Kane did not, that ended up being a negative for you with Kane, but I am proud of it. I'm glad I made him problematic. My problem child.
Maybe I should clarify. I'm not saying I dislike your writing. I do like your approach with him, but I'm just saying that on a personal level, he's coming off to me as like a petulant child. So
you dislike Kane the way Shortline dislikes Takalo.
Yep.
Respectfully.
How come you like Takalo? I don't understand how you can like Takalo. I can understand why you would like Takalo's character, but I don't think he's done anything to merit affection.
He's been himself. And that alone is enough for me to be like, I see myself in you. I like you.
Oh my gosh.
Which is ironic, considering that half of the stuff that Takalo does, I don't even do, and if I do hurt somebody, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you know? Instantly apologize, if not over-apologize nowadays. But the reason why, you're gonna get me on my soapbox again. Do you really want that?
Yay!
I better start washing dishes. We can be here a while.
Yeah, do an activity.
This is like the nightly routine, like, dishes time.
We congregate and I'd be talking. I'd be yapping. Anyway, real quick, let me read something to get out of the way real quick because this is not about Takalo.
Oh wow! I was expecting another.
This was my last character analysis before I went into hiatus for 3 days.
Ooh! Oh, another character analysis. It's not Takalo. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not about Takalo. Do you want to take a crack at who it might be about?
Oh, I do want to know. Let me try and guess. I'd hope it was Emmett, but
it's not Emmett.
Who else?
The eternal longing for more Emmett appreciation.
I know. Thank you. Exactly, Joe. I just want my boy. I love Emmett so much, and I guess it's.
I think what I need more right now in terms of, look. I think I'm holding off because you just finished the sketchathon, and I certainly had thoughts about the sketchathon, and I certainly got to come back together. I think I gotta wait for you to start lining and coloring for me to be like, okay, I'm getting on my soapbox for Emmett, because let me tell you, You missed me crashing out when you were doing this. When you were doing the sketchathon.
No, I hate the missing.
Heated. And I was talking to Conscript because I'm like, I can't believe he's doing this nonsense, bro. I was heated.
Well, fun fact. This is not really like relevant super to the overall plot, but originally in my original script, Emmett was a lot more put together at this point. I think I originally had him a lot more level-headed, I can't remember exactly what the circumstances. But to be fair, I did not have a good circumstance. He was gonna get caught. Spoilers, I guess, but he was gonna get in trouble with Takala. But like, I originally, I've improved it a lot since the original script, and also again, he was just a lot more level-headed and cool originally, and I realized I did not want to seem like I had resolved him in his situation, and a lot has changed. I feel like we need to build up the problem before hitting dealing with any of it. Otherwise, it's like, what am I even writing the story for if he's already got his act together, right? So, so that's been a change. So he's way worse now than he was in the original version. He was a lot cooler originally, and I'm like, nope. I mean, he has plenty of cool in this.
To make a T-shirt for you that says "I can make them worse." It's just dead Emmett on the shirt. That I'm specifically talking about the Emmett on the map with the X eyes.
Yeah, I made everything. I made him. Yes, I made him worse. But for the sake of narrative progression, to some extent, yes, he's less cool now. But I give him plenty of cool moments. He's still got lots of cool to offer.
Emmett was never cool.
How? That is science does not agree. He was very cool. I have the receipts.
For my opinion.
I have receipts.
Science does concur. Emmett is cool sometimes.
Exactly.
Sometimes. When he wasn't, I think I can count his non-cool moments on my hand.
I will.
On single hand.
His non-cool moments. What?
Let me see.
That sounds like the opposite of your point.
Now. We were going to talk about another character, but let me get on Emmett real quick. Emmett's non-cool moments. We're going to count them right now.
Oh wait.
This is from the beginning to the current present.
I'm about to open. Let me reveal one of Emmett's cooler moments.
Get it down.
Ta-da!
So
this was cool.
Mistake number one.
I'm gonna counter every criticism with my cool Emmett scene.
Yeah, mistake number one, and we're going from the start, but I'm also gonna go in chronological order. So we're gonna include the flashbacks before the present. Emmett's first mistake was assuming that he could achieve peace by his own means. That was his first mistake. That was his uncool moment.
He's gotta try. That is not uncool. That is in fact cool to try. I will disagree. I'm gonna keep putting the propaganda up. I got propaganda up. Wow, what a cool, brave guy.
Hold on.
That's good propaganda.
Let me see this.
Dude, before I read Volume 2, I opened to that scene kind of at random, and I was like,
you're like, whoa.
Oh, this goes hard.
That's how I felt too when I saw that for the first time. I'm like, this goes hard.
Thanks.
But so his uncool moment was, I guess, not necessarily trying to make peace his own means, but just thinking that he knew the way, because bro did not know the way. And I don't blame him for that, because that happens to a lot of us, you know. Emmett's super relatable though. I will say that from start to finish, he's been super relatable, even if he's been a little.
Thanks. That means a lot.
This is coming from the perspective of somebody who's also going through spiritual changes and having been in a tough spot too. So I'm just I relate to you, my brother. I know where you're coming from, but also you got to keep moving. So I understand Emmett completely. All the struggles, the frustration, the falling back into it. I think his addiction at this point is just self-pity, the misery that he induces on himself when he's like, oh, I'm not doing what I should. It's like, yeah, son, you're not doing what you should, but that's okay, because you know you know what you got to do at the end of the day, you know? Even if that takes some collaborative and talk. Like, I think what Emmett needs is he needs more people in his life. I think that's one element of the story that we've overlooked, is the fact that Emmett has been isolated for a good portion of his life. He was, however old when he basically joined the army. He was basically a teen still, and then he joined the army, got severely traumatized, and then hopped out. It's like, no wonder bro's doing bad. He never got therapy or anything really. So yeah. Home slice, you're traumatized. I can confirm on that. I don't even need to diagnose that. So besides thinking that he knew better, his first mistake, I think mistake number 2 was, I don't want to put the blame on him for having a positive outlook. That's certainly not something I want to do, because he was right to think better on the SUNKA. But unfortunately, naivete costed a lot of people their lives. Do I blame him for that? Absolutely not. That mistake could have happened to anybody. If he hadn't been there, ultimately, Prairie Rose would have been a sweep, unfortunately. So I'm glad he was there. I will always be grateful that Emmett was there.
Yeah, my boy. Yeah, he's so cool.
Mistake number 2 was complaining about his family. I
What?
won't let that go. Yeah, he specifically said to Hannah, I don't want to go back home because I don't want their pity.
Let's not complain about them.
That was just mean.
What?
Emmett, you know your family loves you more than you could put into words. Don't even pretend. Don't even play with me.
He does know that, but he knows they feel bad for him. He's embarrassed.
Yeah, of course, but anybody would. Anybody would feel bad. I mean, look at the way Ruth was treating him. I guess he literally walked into the behavior he was trying to avoid, was not getting pity, and then Ruth is coming over here like, I'm so sorry for your loss, and he's like, I don't want to hear that right now. So that was mistake number 2.
Okay, Emmett did not talk bad about his family. There's nothing wrong with saying that you would be pitied for something that is obviously pitiable.
Avoiding your family is a bad thing.
He was gonna go, he just wasn't looking forward to it.
I know. Well, he said he didn't want to go yet, basically. I don't know if he was going to go at all. That's the way it was written, had me believing that bro was holding off going, like, entirely. And then he ended up staying anyway. He didn't even visit his family. TG, he hasn't seen his family yet in, like, how many years he's been out there?
2 years.
Basically, with Hannah, he was living his own life, and the parents weren't even involved. Like, that made me kind of sad, the fact that, like, would they have even been able to make the wedding if there was going to be a wedding? Like, was Emmett going to tell him, or they were just going to be like, congratulations, son, from, like, however many miles away?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
Like, I get it that the man is meant to leave the family and start his own family, but, like, gosh damn, they literally were like, come back to his son, and he's like, forget y'all.
Okay, well, you're assuming a lot. You're assuming a lot.
I'm assuming a lot because there's nothing for me to understand further.
I will just clarify. Emmett has a good relationship with his family, and he likes them. And he the only reason he was dreading returning is because he was ashamed to some extent, and embarrassed, and upset.
And that's absolutely fair. As he should. No, I'm kidding.
Oh!
I'm kidding.
This is me just in defense mode.
A lot of Emmett's major mess ups have been, I think the 2 biggest mess ups have ironically been contributed to Takalo. Because mess up number 1 with Takalo was chasing him in the first place, which got, Austin unalived, unfortunately. And then, what do we have here?
That's true. That's true. I could listen, I'm capable, I can list out Emmett's issues. I'm aware he's got them. But I will defend him on on some of that.
Of course, because he's your son, and I expect you to defend him. But yes. I'm just saying, like, with Emmett, I don't hate him for the things he does. Am I angry with him? Yeah, but it's kind of angry in the way that a sibling is angry with him. Because it's kind of like, homie, I get where you're coming from, but this ain't the way. Especially with what's happening now and, like, what's coming for us. Like, I can't even recall. I should have wrote down what my expectations were for the sketchathon. I honestly didn't have any expectations because I could not guess a thing.
Yay!
I could not tell you what was happening.
Yay!
Off the top of my head. So I was pleasantly surprised. But at the same time, I know this is just like step one to the storm. So I know big things are about to come in the next one. But also, how is the script for book 6 looking?
I got to about halfway through. Now the question is, am I halfway through? I'm not entirely sure because I'm at what would be the halfway point, but I don't know how much more the story needs. Because I have a rough outline. The question is how long it'll take to get through that. I was talking to Joe earlier that I think that one thing I might want to do is, just for the sake of the vibes, reread some of the best, maybe finales of other manga I really like, just to regain my connection to what I think makes for a good pacing. And it's like a good story is like it's like crafted by a composer. Like, you're flowing with there's a rhythm to it, and you can't just have things happen one after the other. You have to have everything hit exactly at the right time, with the right emotional build-ups and the right whatever. And so even though I have my basic plot out, I feel like I really want to reconnect with just what really good stuff feels like, and that's just going to be a vibe.
Definitely take your time, and if anything, I would highly encourage you to, if you haven't already, try to find a new balance to embellish certain parts, because this is going to be the last point of the book, so if you feel like you need to add anything extra, by all means.
You make a good point about embellishing certain parts, because I think, unfortunately, you probably noticed this, there's not a ton of like double page spreads as we were going into the end of the volume 4. I'm squeezing a lot of information, and I did try to, some stuff I literally had to add. So the scene between Takota, pardon me, Takota here getting from the Huyana calling Takota about them hearing them. I had 1 page for that whole scene, and then I made it into 3 because the pacing was just felt so off. Like if it were a movie and you cut from that to that, it just would feel so jarring. So you do have to give time to things if you want to have it hit correctly. So I'm trying to keep that in mind, and there are some really cool things I'm really excited about that I've already started rewriting. There's some Ruth stuff my rewrite. I don't know if the original stuff was as good, but I really like what I've currently done with it. So I hope that I've improved it. I'm not sure.
I'm so sad because I wish we could reference what's missing, but we can't because it's gone.
Yeah, big oof. That was a big L on my part. Not one of my best choices. I'm also enjoying the ASMR dishes in the background. It's like I'm looking.
No, she said she liked it. You're fine.
Okay.
Yep.
I can make it more.
We're in Joe's kitchen right now.
Yeah, bang those dishes. Yeah.
That was crazy.
I'll drop something so you get some breaking glass noises.
That's crazy. Don't do that.
Speaking of breaking something, so our stove.
Dishes are expensive, Joe. I don't know if you know.
What?
Our stove has been out of commission for the past week or so, and it is a problem. And so what happened was we brought a guy out to check on it. The guy who's like the stove repairman. And he was like, oh, it's a problem with the power outlet. So we got the power outlet guy out, and he took a look at it, and he said, oh, actually, it's a problem with the circuit board, and it actually is a problem with this oven. So it's like, okay, let's call the oven guy back, because apparently it's not the electricity. And I don't know if it's
what you need to do is you need to call both of them to the scene at the same time.
And then today, apparently, the oven guy came, and he had it all fixed. And then he accidentally knocked something over and broke another thing, and now it'll be like a week or 2 before it can get fixed. So,
wow,
a series of bad.
Delay this oven getting fixed.
So we will not have our oven, even though we are hosting a family for Thanksgiving.
Shoot.
Luckily,
like everything's getting cooked on the grill.
Luckily, we live right down the driveway of my sister, and brother-in-law who do have an oven.
Oh, they live so close. house. I
Yes.
had no idea.
Yeah, I can just walk over there. I did that to make the bread for our Friendsgiving, so I just took advantage of my very conveniently located sibling. So
That's how I want to live. That's how I want to live with my
Yeah.
family. We're all in the same neighborhood.
yeah.
No, then again, the house next door to us is getting sold for $2 million, bro. I can't buy that.
They gotta fix them housing prices, man. They gotta work on that.
Yeah, I know.
I
I was
heard-
like, what the heck?
I heard that houses, like the median cost of a house has like gone up 50% since 2019. That's crazy numbers,
I don't know
man.
why. They're really not worth that much.
I have a series of I think my theory is a lot of things have come together. One of which being I think that I'm not entirely sure. There's money to be made with owning houses, both from companies and I guess wealthy people as well. There's like, is this a good investment? That and supply and demand. There's just a lot of people here, so that's my theory. And more people showed up, so I think a combo of all that made all this stuff skyrocket. I hope that there's something done about that. I hope that there is some like, hey, if you're a business with lots of money, you can't just be buying houses to rent to people, man.
Yeah, they gotta stop doing that, bro.
Houses should not be the go-to investment for, stuff. It's gotta be a place people can live. I don't have all the answers to that, but that's my 10 cents about the housing market. There you go.
I appreciate your 10 cents.
Yep.
I'm putting them in the jar.
I draw pictures for a living, so I don't have any answers, but I am making observations.
But
Don't
we do
sell
have
yourself short. You're kind of a human being with common sense.
Thanks, man.
comment. Sorry, every time we say the word sense, I'm just sense.
Since don't worry, I always.
That's why
You
that's why
need-
Kiki says she gave her 10 cents on this issue. She just handed me a handful of Emmets.
10 whole
a handful of Emmets into my pocket.
It's like the old cliche of like you just assume that the main character's name is the name of the movie or show or whatever.
My favorite character
My
said.
favorite character.
Emmett.
Also,
I love that.
Also, merch. Aside from my brilliant idea to have tissue boxes as my merch, I also think I should have candles. I also really want to have scratch and sniff stickers, stickers, but I have not yet.
That would be
I get it.
cool.
Yep, it would be
Instead of
brilliant.
scented candles.
It would be brilliant, but I have. I'm not quite at the stage of my life where merchandise makes sense to be stocking up on. But one day.
Meanwhile, I the Amogus stickers for both Leah and Hydration Man before even finishing the comic.
I love those stickers. I mean, it was a really good choice to make them. I'll be honest. I'd buy them. If I saw you at a con, I'm coming over. I'm buying like at least 2.
Yes, I'm very happy with them. They bring me a lot of joy when I see them.
Now you need
Honestly, I gotta be making stickers of my own stuff anyway.
You need to do.
That's
Now you
just
need
right, making your own merch. I'm gonna be so real.
Now you just need minion versions of your characters. That'll be the real kicker.
Gosh dang it!
Oh gosh.
No, as funny as Joel was, now I can't help but like thinking about my slang now as I talk. A little thing. I didn't even realize I said that.
I would like to have Joel into the Scent fandom. So Joe, you have a job to do. You must.
You gotta abduct him.
You gotta get him, okay?
Sorry, we're on Twitch. My bad, Twitch. I mean, friendly surprise party. Yeah?
Kid, you need to understand. Joel is my roommate who pays me the rent. He's not at risk of being abducted. He's at risk of being evicted. And I remind him every day.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I can hear him in the background.
I'm charging up my super move, the eviction blast.
The eviction blast is crazy.
Oh my god.
Joe's my rules.
So
Is that him pitching? Is that him?
Yes.
that's so.
Yes, his famous quote, Joe's house, my rules.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Sorry, a part of the deals of being roommates with Joe is that you must read the highly and well respected and popular comic.
My aunt really liked it.
Oh.
Your aunt has
Oh.
great taste. Excellent taste.
She is a godly woman.
Oh, well, and, so that's why she has such good taste. We'll see.
I do love her a lot.
Oh.
I'm hearing ambiance.
Sorry, this is a prime example of audio disconnects where I'm on stream with earbuds, so Joel cannot hear you.
Oh,
and
no.
You probably cannot hear him, and I can hear both.
No.
I don't know how to respond to one without interrupting the other.
That's rough, buddy.
That boy's got a cowboy hat. Gimme.
Oh.
Oh.
I forgot you're playing your zombie game.
Yeah, I was playing. I took a second to eat. I was eating.
Food can be consumed.
Yeah,
Energy.
delicious food.
We
My
will-
parents are giggling over something. What are you guys laughing at? You're so funny.
Your parents are like the laugh track right now. Every time
Yeah.
you say something unhinged, I just hear them in the
Oh.
background.
I said something unhinged, but I can't repeat it. I will tell you later, though.
Okay.
It's not anything graphic. I just don't want that on stream. I don't want that recorded. So
I
already
could
shocked my
mute. I
coworker
could
with me
mute.
saying that out of the blue, and so I'm like, okay, I guess that's shocking material. So
True and real. Look, you just
I point the finger at Maka. She's at fault. It's her fault.
That manga, she's always doing stuff, Things.
Well, you just got through a week of exams. Your filter is probably atrophied.
Nah, I was perfectly. I was running on 4 hours of sleep when I said it, as in this morning, but I'm good.
Look at us and our sleep schedules. Why'd you run on 4 hours of sleep? It wasn't my
Because
fault.
I was doing something stupid after I finished my test. I don't want to get into it. I'm good though.
Okay.
Very mysterious.
I am. I try to be.
Never let them know your next move.
Well,
As
tomorrow
I tuck and roll on the couch.
might be my one full day of doing whatever the heck I want at my house. No plans, no social plans.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
You know what that
But you can
means?
still have those days.
You know what that means?
It means you're gonna have chapter 42 finished.
That's true. I'm really slow today. I don't know. I don't know. This shouldn't take very
It's funny
long.
you say that, Joe, because I did not assume she was going to be working. I thought she was going to be relaxing.
You do not know me. How can you not know what I'm gonna do? If I have a free day, it is comic
true.
party time. There's nothing more
Party hours
fun.
where PG doesn't commit to a 24-hour stream like she should.
Oh my gosh, I should. 24-hour stream
I'm
tomorrow.
just kidding.
No.
You're fine.
Tomorrow's the day.
Yesterday.
That was crazy.
Tempting. I do want to do a 24-hour stream. I gotta build up to it.
I know you give us credit for, carrying the community on our back, but you made this community. Don't forget that.
No. Well, I appreciate everybody, and it's very nice to have you all with me. Once again, I hope to prove that would be a worthwhile investment of your time as we see how things progress.
It has been. I don't want you thinking otherwise.
It absolutely has been.
Thanks.
Sorry. Has been hotel? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, has been reference.
You set it up for that.
Has
You
been
set it up for
reference.
that. It is giving the same energy. Gosh dang it, Joel. I'm gonna get you for that. You're making me self-conscious when I don't have to be.
That Joel.
Kidding.
I'm gonna start referencing Joel on a regular basis now.
I'm
That
not
guy.
gonna stop. It's giving, okay? I like that.
It's
phrase. That's
giving.
part of my permanent terminology.
You You have permission to keep saying that.
Thank you. It reminds me of earlier today, a sir came in with his daughter to the shop, and he was like, "What do you want?" And she was like, "I'll take a 7." And then afterward, I'm like, "What do you have, sir?" And he's like, "I'll take a 6." And then his daughter immediately, without hesitation, goes 6, 7, 6, 7. And then he had that moment of like, oh. And he's just all like, I really walked into that, didn't I? And I'm like, you did.
I don't know what's worse, the 6, 7 or the E era. I never understood the E.
I found E funny.
He was funny.
He was like the first instance of that just completely meaningless meme humor taking off. And you know what? I still find it funny.
You're like, you know what? I stand by it.
I think
apologize for it.
I relate E to that really fried version of Markiplier on the guy's picture.
Yes.
Yeah, that is like the definitive E.
Lord Flock.
Lord
Lord
Farquaad.
I gotta watch myself.
You were there.
I got scared.
Why'd you get scared?
It was going in directions, man. That word getting going all over the place.
He's floor quad. Floor quad.
Quad.
Oh, so I should admit something.
Oh no.
I've been thinking about writing Samoset. I just don't know how I'm gonna approach that.
Oh my word, that's a bold move.
I know. I was thinking about it today. I literally said after I'm done taking my test, I'm gonna write a self-indulgent Samoset piece, and nobody's gonna be able to stop me. I wanted something.
I'll give you what I can think of off the top of my head regarding Samoset, and hopefully that helps, or will maybe help. I don't know. Maybe you do whatever the heck you want.
See, I'm listening.
Okay, so Samoset is very confident. He is not really a guy of insecurities. He's very he's very much a leader and is confident in his leadership. He's also very highly respected. He is very much attuned to just kind of like some of the Mastodons. He's very attuned to and cares very much about the rightful order of things, and the Bloods being the rightful authority and divine beings of their territory. He's not. Let me think about what he's not.
Hold on, I'm getting distracted because I'm fighting zombies. One sec.
Oh, I see this.
I apologize once again for any ongoing dishwashing ASMR.
No, it's a good. It really adds.
You don't know me. I'm good. I'm not bothered by this. Is what I'm trying to say.
She's bothered by zombies.
Yeah, I'm bothered by zombies.
But not anymore. She killed him.
So I heard. So he's a good leader, confident, no insecurities. So he's a secured man.
Let me try to think of the obvious negatives. He is not. He only really cares about strength and competence and efficiency and that can go in a variety of directions. So obviously for like the gals in his brood, like even though their strength is important, he's also aware of their importance as being mothers. So it's not necessarily every single Sunka in his brood has to be, but every warrior really is expected to be up to par. And it's not even a matter of like I'm going to shun you or something. They all are on the same page, so it's not like there's not like a hurt feelings because you're the weakling. It's just you know your place, and it's not even personal. It's just like you know what you gotta do, and if you can't do it, screw you, and maybe you should die trying. You know, that kind of stuff.
Okay, I kind of figured. Honestly, how old is Samoset?
What'd I say?
I think you said he was in his 30s. I mean, he would have to be if when I was like 18.
Yes, absolutely. Good point. So, upper 30s. The math is always hard. The math is always the hard part with all these dang kids in this comic.
Yeah, because the minimum we have to make it is at least like them, you know, having spouses or taking partners at least 18, if that makes sense for modern time. I know at that point they don't really care.
And also with Samoset, he'd also have to already have been the Tonkin of the Blood.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say it almost would make sense for Samoset to be a young father, but I don't really want to say that.
I want to add on that note, I think this is fine to say. So if you were thinking about it, if he was a very young father of Onawa, so see it this way. I would love to do a Samoset like POV story actually. So imagine this. So he must have just recently become the Tunken of the Bloodbrood, which probably was not freaking easy. As they are very intense and one does not give up their throne easily. At least that's how I see it for the most part. And you can imagine there is some level of desire to be who is like the second he got the throne or the authority, the Mastodon showed up, and it was either and it kind of sucks because
why he's mad.
He definitely like it's definitely mad. I guess is the yes, wanting to get things back to where what he thinks he deserves. Just imagine if the past like 30 years, or at least the past long while since the Mastodons joined, he's kind of just had to be a lesser of what his former Tunken was. I don't know if I would say he's resentful. It's just more like he knows what he's out for, and he's not, and it's been something he's been trying to figure out a way out of this situation for a while, which is why you got characters like Sheke and stuff. Like, there's been every step that can be taken has been taken, but is no small thing. But I would say it's ironic. You'd think that if he was the first to, I would love to also write what happened with the Mastodons, because you're like, okay, yeah, you could argue.
Mm-hmm. We gotta dedicate one of these late night sessions to just sitting down and doing the age math.
Dude, yes, I'm in.
I have done. Yes, that's the dangerous start. I've tried with every character I've written to do that a little bit, and with that, I'm okay with maybe making a novel a little younger. I don't think I say in the comic, so everything is a little bit of flexibility.
I think the fair assessment that we can do right now is make it so, like I said, all the parents are like, we got at least the base standard is take the parent, make it so that they're like 18 when they get married and everything. Like just start 18 as like the baseline starter, and then take their eldest kid and then add that to 18 and then adjust it so forth for like the kids after to see like where we would really have to like fall in the middle.
I don't know how problematic it is to be historically accurate, so I'm not necessarily opposed to them being younger if that's something that was very normal back then. I don't know how problematic that is to say, but I don't know. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying, you know what's also problematic? Ohanzi having like 8 different dads for her kids. Okay, like there's lots of problematic things in the story that's more. That's
really funny you bring that up because Kenga literally said in chat a while ago. What did Kenga say? Let me go back. Kenga said, "I thought it'd be fun to do a family tree or something like that." Kenga said, I had a thought that it'd be useful to do a family tree of the Mastodon Alliance. And I said, oh, what you got there, Kenga? We got like 6 families in that mess.
That would not be a family tree. That would be a family star.
I would really adore the fact if we actually took time to like design the side pieces that will never be seen, as in AKA the actual partners to the tokens, because it obviously I raised the question today because I asked it today. I was like, you know what? I don't think I've thought about this before. Maybe we brought it up in passing, but does Samoset have a partner? I feel like he would have a partner, no, being the Tunken.
Absolutely. He would. Oh yeah.
He got to work on his fitness. For anybody who doesn't realize what I mean when I say fitness, I'm talking about children.
Samoset has a lot of kids.
Offspring.
What?
Samoset's got lots of kids.
You heard her. He has children.
Yeah.
More children.
Of course he has kids. The whole thing about the Bloodbroods is that they have tons of freaking kids.
Right. That makes sense.
That checks out. I raise my thumb.
And if any SUNKA was gonna, if any blood brood was gonna have the most, it would be Samoset. So he's probably got like 30 or something.
Oh my gosh, bro is about to pollute the gene pool. Let's get him out of there.
We got ourselves a Solomon over here. That's the small. That's small. That's small change.
He's the
That's
Solomon.
so bad. I know some men are like 30 kids. That's the dream, bro. That does horrible things to the gene pool. Oh, frickin', I broke in a window.
Okay. Who cares about the gene
Do
pool?
you know who are saying that?
Oh, I wasn't trying to say. I assume. Like, I know that there's some men that dream about like a big family.
Elon Musk.
I'm certainly one to dream about a big family, but I feel like anything, like if we're getting in double digits, that's a problem. Even locating 9 separate families for 9 kids is a lot to ask.
Do you know Elon Musk has like 12?
Does he actually?
Yeah.
Sorry. My dad was like, nope.
I had no idea there's that many.
Yeah, I'm sure. He gets around. He always cared very much about keeping the human population high. So
I had no idea
he's doing his
so
part.
many children. It's funny because I'm thinking of Nick Cannon and his kids, and I'm just like,
Nick Cannon?
Yeah, he's got multiple kids, and he doesn't name them very well.
I don't know who Nick Cannon
That
is.
was my biggest contention with Nick Cannon with his kids.
Who are you talking about?
Talking about a celebrity.
Who is this Cannon?
This Cannon fellow. What's he from? Anything I would know?
Hold on. Let me look up. Hold on. Nick Cannon.
Brief commentary.
An American comedian and television presenter. Personally, I don't recall anything he's ever been, but apparently he's been in a few movies.
All right.
Let's look at his children real quick. Also, people watching the stream, don't hate on me, bro. Just listen to what I'm about to say, okay? So, okay, what happened? He had multiple kids. Why does only 2 come up? What happened to everybody?
Oh, this is pretty embarrassing for you, Kit. I was expecting great things from this Nick Cannon fellow.
Oh, trust me, I got the list right here.
Oh, he better have time.
He is also, Cannon is a proud father of 12.
The 12's the big number.
Does Elon Musk have multiple partners, or is it?
Oh, it's definitely multiple. He's definitely
multiple. Okay. See, that also creates problems. Because you got. So what happens is, okay.
Yes.
I feel like I don't really have to talk about this, but genetic-wise, people, if you're having kids with multiple partners, and good night, Dad, and if those partners aren't like strictly loyal to you, we're gonna assume that they go off and have more children. So now you have siblings and half siblings, and then you release those children out into the world, and then you get multiple cousins and half cousins, and then that just that creates problems over time. So I feel like having any number of kids, I think the number I accept in terms of big family is maybe 6 children. And then you're okay, but I feel like anything past 9 to double digits is okay, we wilding up in here, because that creates problems.
Is the problems that there's more likely chance that they will fall in love with each other? What is the problem?
No, I'm saying genetic wise. So think of it like you're in a small town. You're gonna end up in a few years. You're gonna end up with the whole town being cousins and half cousins. That's not sustainable for a small town.
Well,
I say this, but I realize that we have 7 billion people in the world. I think we'll be okay if a few large families develop, but I'm just worried about the long term. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying there's any risk of the siblings falling in love with each other, unless we be having some weird stuff in the home. Sorry. I'm sorry.
That would be that would be a great segue to never mind.
The mystery.
Okay, so,
you can't do that.
Half alluding to it is worse than just. So this was the ultimate shower thought that I had recently.
Oh boy. Oh goody.
You know how every child gets half of their DNA from one parent and half from the other parent. Which half of the DNA they get is random. But you know, what's interesting is theoretically, if you have a set of two parents and they have one child who has like, we'll name them like the DNA that they get from their father, we'll call that set A, and the DNA they get from their mother, we'll call that set B. And then those parents have another child, and the DNA that they inherited is the exact opposite. All of the genes that were not passed to the first child get passed to this child instead. So it's like the first child got one half of their father's DNA, the second child got the other half. And the same thing with the mother. The weird thing is, in that case, those two children would be practically unrelated because they would have no genetics in common with each other.
Is this something that is default, or is it just a possible thing?
This is statistically, this is never going to happen, but it is technically possible that this would happen because every
So not outside of the realm of possibility, just highly unlikely.
Exactly. Like every sampling of DNA is going to be random from the parents. Essentially random.
And that's excluding the possibility for like gene mutation, because that can also happen.
Right. But now, like if for a moment societal norms were cast off,
no.
The crazy thing is, if that same phenomenon happened for a second generation, you could end up with exact clones of the original parents.
That's crazy.
What?
The heck
How?
Because, you know, in the first generation where this happened, one child inherited, you know, half of their parents' collective DNA. The other child inherited the rest of their parents' DNA. So, like, all of those genetics that their parents originally had are now in that second generation pool.
I have a great grandfather of, I think it's great grandfather. I don't know. There was a black and white photo of it was one of my distant grandfathers and whatever, and he looks identical to my dad. So I definitely feel like there must have been something that was similar. Some genetics worked their magic to make that happen. So there's my take on it. On that scenario that will never happen.
Hopefully not by the means that I have described.
No.
Well, unlikely. That's just how genetics work. Sometimes the second generation looks like the first one.
I know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, also, I love how instantly talking into genetics we go into the forbidden. Like, what the heck is that?
I'm sorry, it's because we started talking about genetics in the context of Samoset.
Yeah,
I know,
my boy,
but
getting
30
around.
kids, TG, are we serious?
Huh?
You said 30 kids. Are we serious about that?
Absolutely.
Oh my lord.
At least. I will say, a little fun fact, Joe, if you didn't catch the lore at some point, I have a rule, and it's mostly to make my stories make sense, that SUNKA, if there's a human and a SUNKA that fall in love, then the baby will get the human's physical traits.
The baby will always be a SUNKA.
It will be it will be a SUNKA, but it will it will have the physical traits of the human. But
so that's why Emmett is white.
Yes, that's exactly how it works. That's also why Kane is white. And red haired.
Also white, yeah, Kane is a redhead.
If it went in a different direction though, so like it would go the other way as well. So it should there.
It makes me sad.
So if we want to play, you can play.
We would never
Hi,
get.
Kenya.
That means
Hi, Kenya.
biologically realistically speaking, since Ellie was with Tom, we would never get a baby that looks like Ellie, and that makes me sad.
Dang. That is sad.
Yeah, well,
We would never have
you know what? I have good news, Kit.
Dark-haired SUNKA with blue eyes.
I have good news, Kit.
Dang it.
She wouldn't have had a kid anyway because she's dead. So.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get you. Like, I already knew that, bro. I'm gonna rub it in my face.
Here's how you get your hype. So if two SUNKA, there's obviously blue-eyed SUNKAs, so you could get your variety of mixtures while mixing SUNKA with different traits. So there's also the mastodons are very like albino. With patches of because they're mixes, of course, but obviously the war dogs would be albino all the way. So,
it makes me laugh because I teased TG about Kane having a kid who has pink fur if he had an albino partner. I know that's not how that works, but it just makes
pink fur. Ooh. Yes. So much of my lore is me being like, oh crap, why? Oh no, I wanted this to be this way, and I didn't think about it, and now I have to make sense of it. So, here we are.
You have to make sense of it.
You gotta make sense of it.
Oh my god.
Man.
I'm gonna hold on. Let me tell Jay what you just said because I know Jay's not watching the stream. Hold on.
Oh no. Tell her what?
Tell Jay about the fact that Samuel said has 30 kids and multiple partners. Now it makes sense to have multiple partners and then have 30 kids because then like if you distribute it over like let's say 5 partners.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Yeah. I like to, that's, I will, just to be bold, let's just say that, Bloodbrood is polygamous. It's not so bad that
it's not the craziest thing.
It's Old Testament.
The Bloodbrood is Old Testament.
Jay said, I'll be the man that steps up.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Nice.
I don't even know what that freaking means, but okay. I just went along with like, okay. Anyway, leucistic? Is that a word that I need to learn? Leucistic? Kanga's in the Twitch chat. Let's see. Genetic condition and partial loss of mutation RNA causing for wide part. Yes. I think that works. Actually, I feel like that's a fun word that I probably should have known. Leucism. Yes. Yes. The mastodons are all kind of. Speaking, that's a very relevant thing. We were talking about inbreeding, and that's the problem with the mastodon, with the Nahulo. It's all the problem of inbreeding, and it makes them all insane. Spoilers, I guess.
Case closed.
I think the takeaway here is I think that we should not inbreed first and foremost, and second of all,
good take.
Yes, polygamy, not cool.
Polygamy, not cool.
Don't recommend
good
it.
Good take identified. Dispensing basic tokens.
There's my bold statements for the evening.
Wow. Cold takes with Tiffany.
Cold take.
That's just the name of the show after like 12, 20.
Cold takes with Tiffany. Oh my gosh, there's 12:20. Who's decided to stay up late?
I'll send you a DM real quick if you look at it.
Huh? In the chat?
No, I send you a DM personal.
Oh. I know that comic. Good stuff. From November 23rd. Okay, DM.
Oh, I'm gonna be feeling it tomorrow. But it's okay. These dishes needed to get washed.
Good for you. Good job. Way to keep at him. Tidy.
Good job, Joe.
Way to get done.
And by keeping it tidy, I think you mean like washing the dishes that have been here for like 3 to 7 days.
Good job. Proud of you. Like, yeah. Now, does Joel do his dishes?
That's not having enough time, but a bigger part of it, like I was saying last time, is just my hands suffered so much. They get so dried out over the dishwater.
You're like, I can't do dishes. My hands will fall apart.
Yep, and they do every time.
Well, sacrifices.
But, they've been getting better this week, probably because I haven't been washing dishes.
Now you ruined it. Way to go.
Times
are changing. These are all going to be my watercolor pieces. This is very. That sketch is. I'll figure it out. I think we're just gonna do patchy things here. You going into work tomorrow, Joe?
I am, and then I'm going straight to my parents' house after that. Because I work in Northern Virginia, so it's just more direct to head straight to Richmond after that.
Yay!
Nice.
Well.
Yeah, which means I also got a pack.
Oh boy, how long are you gonna be down there? Let's use it.
I don't know exactly. At least until Friday, possibly as late as Sunday.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Find out.
Make a trip of it. Yeah, fun stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what is it that. Let's see. I'm getting queried by Kanga about the font. Let's see.
Queries with Kanga.
Kanga's very good for querying. She does a good job at making me answer questions I have maybe overlooked. Okay, let's see.
Kanga, #1 plot hole identifier.
Absolutely.
Very important role.
It is an important role. Okay, let's see. Right now though. Oopsies. Not that. Let's see. Okay, Kanga, the font I'm gonna guess is Arial. Nope. Gil Sans. Sans.
You know, going back to the Samuel said having 30 kids thing, I'm not really surprised that bro is raising a small army.
That's how they get done. They do what they gotta do.
Samuel probably has a goal. He's like, I need at least one kid for every year of my age.
Exactly. At least, if not more.
That would be crazy.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Let me do the quick maths for a second. If we had to go by 1 kid per year, because I know it's not 1 kid per year, it's probably like 5 kids per year.
Yeah, there's a catch up period. The goal is 40 kids by age 40.
Oh, he would have that by now for sure.
Gotta get those numbers up.
I gotta do the maths. I kind of expect Ohanzi and Otakte to have been in like their late 30s, so maybe like 37, 38.
Yeah.
Time of. Oh, at what time?
Oh, in present time, I think, or no, maybe they'd be a little older. Maybe they'd be in their 40s by now, like freshly in their 40s.
I thought we figured Ohanzi would have to be like mid to late 40s by now.
Yeah, something like that.
Shaheki's age?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Let me do a quick calculation here.
Oh, the struggle of maths. That's my struggle. I discovered recently, as I think a lot of y'all were there for that, where I was like, crap. So I think Kanga was asking me why Shadrach's younger sisters were not in the fight because they're actually older, and I was like, oh crap, because I designed them to seem a lot younger, and if they're actually like 16,
so assuming that Samuel said is somewhere like 38, and if he was having children, let's say 16 being the youngest for old terms, he would probably have 110 children by now. If
Honestly,
he was having 10 per year. I mean
10
5
per year.
Sorry, 5 per
Oh.
year. 5 per year. Relax.
then sure.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh. Kanga said that just like my profile picture, General Grievous had 10 wives and 30 children at one point. Good grief.
You do what you gotta do, you know.
Hold on a second. How big is the entire blood group?
Yeah, is he making up the whole population now? Like, what is
It's
that?
like he's getting into like double-digit percentage of the population.
No, the blood brood is very large, and it is sustained by
sorry.
its
I remember what I was
its
going to comment
population.
because we were talking about SUNKA human children,
Yeah.
and then I remembered my blood brood boy, and I remembered that my boy likes human women, so I'm like, he would have multiple partners with human women and
scandalous.
still get the desired result.
Man, these guys,
Yeah.
bad behavior.
Oh, but you know what could be cool? They could be different colors.
Yeah, you can play
I was gonna
around.
say, that's the funny part about his kids is that he likes the variation, so he's got like.
He's just experimenting at this
or
point.
Hold on. I had a rule of thumb for what kind of women he would pursue because of this. I think he's trying to make so that his lineage looks far apart from like the typical blood root as possible. So he's all like blondes, redheads. Come here.
Wow, he doesn't like his own group, huh?
No. I think if anything, with what I know about Samoset now, I feel like my man's philosophy is like, you're over here busy worrying about the brood. I'm out here trying to take over the world. We are not the same.
What? How's it taking over the world? Have a bunch of kids? Honestly, valid. You do what you gotta do. Have them kids.
Hold on, maybe I wrote it in notes somewhere.
Such a rash.
Look at my notes real quick.
Oh, man. This has been a fantastic little
the
chat.
conclusion I came to at one point was that he was trying to make redhead blood broods because they would actually be the blood brood then.
That would just be like Kane alternate universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very much King.
Kane looks like he could be a blood brood.
He definitely.
Hey, Jay's here. What's up,
He
Jay?
does. Hey, hello.
Alarm noises. Y'all know who it is.
You know. You're up late, I see.
Yeah.
Making choices.
This
It
is
was so
normal.
funny. Jay responded how I expected in the sense of Jay does not like kids, and I knew that.
What?
Hate kids. But I can stand like teenagers. I hate kids.
Well, you have a bad experience?
You saying that.
You see that with the way I am with my brother. I can't stand him.
No,
But then also
that's
at the same
not
time, I
fair
also
with
babysit.
siblings, though. Yeah, I was
Then
gonna
I
say that's
also
not fair with siblings.
But the kid I babysit doesn't speak. So I think if he did speak, I would very much hate it.
Oh, that's kind of bad.
Is he like a toddler or?
No.
Oh, gotcha.
It depends on the kids. I know some excellent kids that I thoroughly enjoy their company, and then some their parents could work on their discipline a little bit. That's all I'm saying. You know.
Yep.
Gentle parenting is on the down.
The guy-
Back to the old-fashioned way.
Stop making me dislike your child. I would like to have a good time when they're around. Thank you.
Oh, that is true.
Start meeting kids.
But I feel for kids right now. Just today, I was out with some of our like middle school age, and I'm like, they are having such a more challenging time with things than I remember having.
Oh yeah.
And I don't
Them
know.
poor kids are not prepared for what's coming for them.
It's the internet. There's way too much on the internet, and they're meeting with it's just the internet.
I am fairly certain if I had been born the generation, maybe 2 generations below me at this point, I don't know how I would have fared in my childhood.
I also
I'll be
wonder
so honest
what
with you.
I would be. I don't know. I think I fear for what could have been if I wasn't on a more Wild West, but still very baby internet. Yeah. If I ever have kids, I'm telling you what, we are not dabbling. We are not playing games. There's none of that. for a good long while.
We are locking the website.
I'm going to save them.
No phones, only books and
Yes.
sunshine until age 26.
And here's the
I
thing.
had a flip phone in middle school, and I got made fun of for that. I think that's crazy, honestly.
Here's my thoughts. I feel like if I had a kid, I would walk with them through the fandoms that they would want to be into, but they would not be able to join any groups on the internet.
That's how I felt
Like,
with
you can like
my
new things.
cousin. Not to expose my cousin or anything, but it was really funny because my aunt, one time we were gathering, like this was like one of the last family gatherings, or I think it was a recent one actually after COVID, and she straight up asked me, "Do you know what a furry is?" And I was like,
You're like, uh-oh.
I had unsupervised access to the internet growing up. That's the reason why I am the way I am.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, actually, I don't know whatever way you are. I'm not sure, but I'm sorry that you had no protection from the infinite horrors of the.
Yeah,
the
but
void.
if I didn't have my unlimited access, I would not have met you.
Hey, you know, it all works out in the end. You know.
You know what? The internet is a good thing.
You know what? I take it back. Yeah, internet good.
You have to remember, I was in 6th grade when I met you.
It's
My
precious
gosh.
memories. Wow.
What?
Yes. Yeah, I was in 6th grade.
since the start, Jay's been here since the start.
That's
Yes,
like
I was here since like 2016? Question mark?
No, wow. If it was during my
I
Zach
know
and
your
Ray
first-
era.
Your first stream was on New Year's 2017. Okay.
Oh my gosh, was it?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, I definitely remember
That was
doing
like
New Year's.
full-
Like,
like fully pre-sent.
Mm-hmm. That was fully pre-sent.
fully, yes, before.
Obviously, Zach and Ryan, but I
That's
think
why I bowed the knee to Jay for being the OG.
Yep, OG.
I am leaving you.
Wow.
I wish I could go summon
I
back
salute that.
my Zach and Ray fans and bring them back over here. Get back over here.
Yeah, how did you keep up with those folks?
I don't really, because truth is, people
I mean,
follow.
how did you at the time? Like when you were releasing that comic, like, what was your main way of communicating with?
So back in the day, I was a lot. Here's what's sad. I was a lot better at social media. So I would post the new chapters on Instagram, and there were 10 panels chapters.
So because back then, Instagram was an actual social media platform.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
gosh, yeah.
That's a very good point. And I would actually respond to each and every comment and engage with every story that was shared about it. And that would be a pretty efficient way. I did not have a Discord at the time. I kind of wish I had. That would have been fun. But yeah, but that was pre-Technoblade. Technoblade is why I have Discord, because he was how I learned it. So I only learned things by random hype.
Or at least when I started talking to her, it was because people, early Instagram years, people would just repost art and not be under everyone's comments. Hey, credit to.
Yeah, there was a lot of stealing going on.
Okay, so sorry to touch on a part I made. To touch on a subject I brought up earlier was Nick Cannon's children.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have any problems with his sons being named like Xeon, Zillion, and Zen. Like, okay, whatever. It's the fact that he has. I can't tell if this is a daughter. It's Legendary Love Cannon. And there's a beautiful Zeppelin cannon.
What?
Halo Mary cannon. And I know for a fact at least one of these children was called. Oh yeah, it's Powerful Queen cannon.
What are we talking about?
We brought up Nick Cannon. We brought up Nick Cannon's children briefly when we were talking about the fact that Samoset has 30 kids, and then we were bringing up celebrities that have over the amount, like how Elon Musk has 12, Nick Cannon has 12, and I mean those are like the families. We're talking about logistics, and then we're talking about genetics. So.
I
just don't like.
Sorry, I don't think anyone should have more than like 2 kids.
That's what I'm saying. I literally said that it's hard to keep up with the kids after like 6. 6 children is like the biggest for me because both my parents came from a family of 6 children. And there was only me and my brother. We only had the 2 of us. It's like we weren't really competing with nobody.
I'll give 2 Oh, go ahead, Joe.
So I am from a family of 6 children.
That's what I'm saying, Joe.
Big family.
Joel's from a family of 7 children.
Oh my gosh.
And then on his mom's side, the generation up was the family of 10 children.
Oh my gosh.
Big families tend to
I don't think that's sustainable anymore. I don't think people can be having 10 kids
and you know, that's a fair take.
I have a take. I have 2 takes. One, I think there's I agree and disagree with Jay on how many kids. So I definitely think people shouldn't be having more than a kid or 2 if you are sleeping around with if you have like 7 kids from different women, please, you should be punished. I honestly think guys who do that should be punished. I'm serious.
Yes.
You don't know. I interact with these kids. These are troubled kids. It is awful what these freaking like serial baby makers are doing to the world. Stop.
Damn.
On that note, I do think that if you are good at raising kids and a healthy family, have as many as you freaking can. That's my take on that. I think if you are doing a good job in raising mentally healthy, happy children, freaking do as many, like, make them as long as you can make them.
I'm gonna bring up a point of social media today. I saw a post on Twitter. Yes, we're bringing Twitter in here. I saw a post on Twitter talking about what was it? Let me remember. It was talking about phantom pregnancies in the sense of the lady doesn't know that she's pregnant, so she ends up. She said it was somebody. I don't know. This didn't come from the mother.
Phantom. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Really
No, phantom pregnancy, I think is the term for it. But somebody wrote a post about this mother and her experience with a phantom pregnancy in the sense of she went to the hospital for an intense stomach ache, and then she had 2 kids. She was carrying twins, and she didn't even realize that she was having twins. Yeah, but I didn't really like how the person worded it in the post, saying that she went in the hospital for stomach pains. It came out with 2 strangers. I'm like, huh? What do you mean strangers? Those are her babies.
That's kind of funny.
Like, why are we alienating our children as soon as they come out of the womb? I get that you didn't really expect to have 2 kids, but like, come on now.
Hold on. So when you say that term, do you mean like they literally went through the entire pregnancy not knowing it was?
Yeah. They carried the full term and had no idea they were pregnant.
I feel like there's got to be a lot of signs, a lot of evidence to pick up on.
People pointed out that it might be due to the fact that the person might be in denial of themselves being pregnant.
Fair.
Could she be?
People, just don't have periods or really irregular periods, and some people just don't have stomachs.
Hear me out.
That's how a lot of people happen.
Maybe.
Don't have stomachs? What?
Maybe she was.
They don't show.
Oh.
Maybe.
You're talking about like the pregnancy belly.
Well,
yeah.
Maybe this.
Anyway, to
keep going.
capitalize on what
Maybe.
Well, what?
Maybe she's a moron. Ever consider that?
No, don't say that about a lady we don't even know. First of all, I don't consider her the moron. I consider the person whoever made the post explaining her situation. That was moronic to word it like that. That she left the hospital with 2 strangers. Those are her kids.
I don't feel like
having them or not.
I think it's funny. Oh man, sorry. Carry on.
But I'm saying is that when you look at a post like that, what do you think the public reaction to that is? Like, what do you think the things people were saying about that?
Oh no. Ooh.
To be absolutely
I would
fair,
hope they
people-
were.
didn't-
Is she stupid or
No.
how do you not notice something like that? That's what I would expect. the
There
answers
were
to
a
be.
few people that were expressing bewilderment over the fact of how can something like that go unnoticed, but there was more women talking about how they, first of all, didn't want a pregnancy and didn't want to get pregnant, period, and that they hated pregnancy like altogether. And then there were some people going off about, oh, I hate kids or something like
Well-
that. And I'm like, brother, what? What are we talking about?
These are necessary steps in our existence.
Okay, let me hear this right. So someone was like, oh, a woman accidentally didn't realize that she had twins. And some random person's like, you know what? I don't like pregnancy. It's like, okay, like,
Yeah.
why are you chiming in?
It was basically that attitude of, I hate pregnancies. I could never imagine getting pregnant, period. And I'm just like, okay, like
That's such a random,
something to talk about.
like, I feel like announcing this. I hate to tell this to you, but I don't think most women enjoy the experience of giving birth, and I hear rumor it's uncomfortable.
All
So
takes with you.
I mean, yeah, I would assume so.
God damn.
I think it would be,
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
bring out the age-old adage of you always hear a woman saying, let's have another baby, but you never hear a man saying, kick me in the groin again. So I'm just gonna point that out. That's the man logic. I kind of stand by that as being true in the sense of pregnancy is uncomfortable, but not so uncomfortable that people wouldn't go through it. Now there's some ladies. I understand where you're coming from in the sense of you don't want a pregnancy. Totally get by that. But I was not expecting the absolute abysmal attitude in the comments about pregnancy, period, or children for that matter, because first of all, it's not happening to you. I hope it never happens to you.
If I could just chime in on this briefly, Kit.
Yep.
As a man who has experienced pain, it's not that bad. We're not trying to compete.
no, I'm gonna
As a man who has experienced pain.
a pregnancy onto you, so we can get full experience.
Gosh, oh my word. I would like to announce that one of my good friends just had a baby today. So little fun factoid. Yes, very exciting. I'm a big fan, and I think they'll make for a great parent. So this is the kind of parent that I'm like, yes, keep doing that, keep it up, more.
Keep it up.
I'm not doing my part, so everyone else has to double up. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Double etiquette.
Okay.
Next person.
I'm not having kids before you have to have
That is the science. That is the math, Jay. That's how it works. For every excellent choice that is not capable, everyone else has to just make up for it with numbers, as Sam would say would do.
I'm looking at this panel.
You know,
I'm just imagining Borden is giving us this lecture.
That is true. That would actually.
Borden is
Sorry.
out here being like, I'm not having kids, so you.
No, don't say that about him. You're gonna make me sad.
Oh my
He
god.
had kids once.
Oh my god.
Did he?
That's so
He
good.
did. He had a wife and
Oh.
a child. They're not here anymore, bro.
Yeah, way to bring it up, Joe. Wow. Sensitive topic.
He had a kid, right? Am I mistaken or am I right about that? I think
yes.
You said that he did.
Yeah.
Shoot, I did not know that lore.
Yeah, way to go,
It was-
Joe.
It's literally in the lore
Oh, I
in the
forgot.
sense of Clyde was getting mad at him and he was like, it's like you don't have a family, and he's like, but I did once.
By the way, I will say
one.
that
Anyone is like,
this does not negate Joe's point that, in fact, Borden still is not in a position to have kids in his current circumstances. So, in a way, me and Borden, maybe Borden's more relatable than we all thought, you know? Everyone's a Borden in a way until they're married.
Everybody's a Borden. That's going in the quote.
I resonate with Borden.
I like Borden.
Borden,
I like Borden.
the man that he is. Okay.
We're all just sitting here like, yes, Borden.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel bad that I didn't guess.
Yes.
I feel bad that I didn't do a sticker for Borden in this book, because this is kind of his book. Borden does have things he does, of course, don't get me wrong. Everyone has something to do.
Was it the Borden is more relatable than we thought?
Oh, we're all Borden.
We're all Borden.
Somewhere. Some way, shape, or
In
form.
some way, shape, or form. Oh my gosh. But yes. Though I do have a little, like, headcanon. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it, but I kind of have I have the idea that Borden and Miss Creedy would be a good pair because...
You have a headcanon? This is your own character.
A tentative canon.
It's yet to be confirmed. I gotta think on it.
I'm liking the idea of him and Miss Creedy because they're both widows and widowers, and I think that would be fun.
I think he would make a hilarious stepfather,
He,
especially granted with like, I don't even know
yes.
if he can handle Meshach.
he would be tough. Meshach's a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about Meshach. Actually, I was thinking about Meshach kind of represents the kind of the maybe should be listening to my elders and wisers kind of character I was talking about earlier, Joe.
Wow. Meshach equals kids these days.
Kids these days need to listen to their parents sometimes. You heard it from me. Kids these days. Again, it fits really well with the Borden panel I'm doing right now. Kids these days.
I don't know what you're saying right now. I'm here, just nodding my head to what's next.
Oh, yes.
Looking around.
Oh, gosh.
Need to find a hardware store.
You know what?
The big city.
You know what?
What?
You know what?
It's bedtime.
It is bedtime.
I
That
hear
is-
rumor.
You are 100% right.
I think some people have jobs in the morning. I don't know. Wouldn't be me. But some people.
Man.
I'm not that.
I wish you could see. I the long pause, and then I looked over at the Discord stream, and everything was really quiet, and the little green highlight went up over Joe's, and he was just like, man.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
There's
Oh my gosh.
like a clip from Across the Spider-Verse, which I don't think anyone else like resonates with or makes it a meme, but it's when like the Indian Spider-Man is just like, I can do both. He's, like trying to lift the bus and save his, police captain friend at the same time. And I'm like, that is
I can do both. That is
I need
funny.
to do that.
That's a good. Now that you've mentioned it and I am hearing it, that sounds like a very relatable thing for me. I can do both. Me with my audiobooking. Being in denial. That's also relatable,
Denial.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. Oh, you babe. I'm okay. Okay, I know it looks like I didn't get a page done. I know it looks like I'm still on this one page, but it's only been 2.5 hours in my defense. So,
That is fair.
Unfortunately, both this page and the next page both have watercolor in them because we're going back into Emmett's canoe metaphor panels. So I will be
TJ, before you
watercoloring
go.
tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
I humbly ask. Give me a scenario of Sam was sent to write about.
Oh my gosh, what would be a good Sam set scenario? Oh, that's so fun. I love that you're asking me. Okay, let me think. You could be. I'm trying to think. I have a lot of things, but I'm trying to think of what would be good. Sorry. All I'm doing is thinking about like thinking scenarios I would do, but I'm also not sure. Once I have a scenario, I think specifically about what I would want it to be, and I want to leave it open, but also I'm very particular. You could keep it as simple as capturing a it could be a maybe overly bold, maybe partially Nahulo coming into Blood Brew territory and seeing about how that would go down. I wouldn't mind a cool maybe Samoset taking a moment in which he knows he can win a fight to assert his dominance, so maybe selectively choosing when he is going to do combat, when he knows he's got an edge, or something like that. Samoset is a he's like tricky, and he does like to be in scenarios where he is likely to win. He's not a risk taker necessarily, but he's also very bold. He's bold and willing to put himself in dangerous situations, but he is not going to gamble, and so he's a strategic kind of character. So, I would love to see that in a story. He also likes to collect SUNKA. You could even do one where he is catching somebody, and maybe the journey through what it goes from being caught to being maybe under his command or control, what it looks like the journey into that world. But you'd have to know, and that's my problem with giving scenarios with Samoset, because it's like, there's a lot that I don't show, and a lot I don't know, to be fair. But I would love to see a scene where he is moving things to his favor, and also maybe a showcase of his he is a strong character. He is good at combat when the scenario needs it to be. So maybe a bit of a cool. Maybe I'm just a Samoset stan.
Before you go to bed, did you want to still guess what that character was that I wrote about?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to be Emmett. If not Emmett, Tiller.
It is Tiller.
Hey! Wow, I'm probably proud. Wow. Wonderful.
I'm gonna read this real quick. Is that okay?
I'm for it.
Okay.
I'm here.
This will be the bedtime story.
Bedtime story.
Alright. So this was on the 18th. I said, "Can I admit that that characters like Tiller test my patience? I feel like it's a given due to his pessimistic nature, but genuinely, it's that personality trait that stems from something going on in a person's life. As such, it's the nature of negative traits. To his credit, and putting my frustration aside momentarily, he stepped up, even if it was due to questionable means. I think we agree that proving yourself to someone you love is a tad foolish and, at worst, insanely reckless. Still, the frustration I feel isn't merely directed at him personally. Rather, I'm upset for him. If there's anyone who suffers the most from the flaw, it's the individual themselves. Being overly self-aware of your own flaws doesn't necessarily ease the headache they produce, and in this short-term essay, I will go into depth about how Tiller is yet another self-insert from TG.
Escape it!
But seriously, I think Tiller is a really good example of the type of behavior that may just go overlooked by other people, in the sense that inherently negative-natured people can be a turn-off, essentially. Tiller shares a lot in common with Usopp from One Piece, comedic, negative, but inherently honest and overwhelmingly earnest in their nature.
That's a valid
He
point.
yearns for something more, and while one can put up a false front to buffer the inherent woe, Tiller doesn't have such a talent. It is sad that he can't lie to. Is it sad that he can't lie to save his life, or is this all the more reason to become something real? I want it to be real, the courage he desires, and I don't want it to be done for the sake of one-side affection. Instead, I want it to come from inside. Self-love, we know, is important, but can we accurately paint a picture of it? Your self-image and confidence isn't a thing everyone has inherently, clearly. Tiller is just beginning to take steps to rebuild what he didn't get the chance to maintain. Israel, he did a good thing in speaking kindly of Tiller, providing a perspective that comfort may have almost overlooked. Wisdom lies in the actions of speaking kindly, even when things aren't exactly favorable. Not to self-report, but I can admit I've failed several times in holding back overly negative criticism for behaviors I deem unsightly, in quotations, or difficult to deal with. But I know Israel really meant those words, and it's something I wish more of them would do, to speak lovingly of one another because they've grown up together. It's almost humorous to acknowledge the fact that Tiller's behavior has likely been reinforced by the initial reaction we supply as we encounter him for the first time. It's how we can stigmatize Tiller to himself. Of course, even speaking positively isn't enough to mend these type of wounds, but also working against someone who already believes, but that also works against someone who already believes they're so lowly. What's the answer to this predicament? Well, I suppose it's only time can show what will become of him. Time to grow, time to decay, time to just figure it out. You can't rush this sort of thing, and you can't always talk through it. I do believe that this is a hurdle exclusive to the individual. It's a choice, and it's a choice we make many, many times, all at different moments in time. To be making the choice then, do you remember what it was like, or did you change before you realized it? Anywho, I adore Tiller because he's a beautiful man with a good heart, and while it isn't enough to ease the cracks in his self-esteem, I think it can be enough to warrant an admission of desirability. Like everyone, he wants to feel wanted, and if comfort can't be that for him, I can only hope someone at some point makes it known. Those apple green eyes are simply sensational. Being wanted, it can only inspire your best, and it doesn't even need to be romantic. I want you at your best merely because I want you to see you as I see you, and love yourself as much, if not more, than I love you. You may question it, but who are you to tell me otherwise? To diminish your worth is a crime I won't allow you to commit. Instead, find it in yourself to prove me right.
Well, that was great. Oh, I'm just so excited to get to my boy. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Tiller.
That concluding paragraph hits.
Mm-hmm.
Applause.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
If
Thank you.
anything, I think I have a future in hopefully public speaking of some kind.
Oh, well.
Yes.
How are you gonna, how do you think you might pursue that in any way?
I don't know yet, but I have a feeling it might just be talking in general, just telling a story is how I get the point across. I absolutely love
That's what we
doing
do
character
around here.
analysis.
That is
like
what we
this.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, storytelling. That's where the party's at. All the cool kids are doing it.
I love how everybody went like, huh, when I just roasted TG at the start. It was really funny.
Yeah, the disrespect, but also kind of, you know, it's so valid. So valid. I am honored.
All out.
Self-insert. Oh, man. Oh, well.
Well,
I'm grateful for you helping me, TG. I will definitely have a Samoset piece out this week because I will be working on that. I just got to clip what you were saying about him personality-wise because I just want to hold on to that and put it basically in the lore channel for anybody to watch on repeat. Just the moment TG reveals he has 30 kids, it's crazy. That's what you're going to watch.
There was a few things said in the stream that without context.
If he wants any more.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
I will forfeit my ability of not wanting to go through that for him.
Dude, for the side piece, that's
Oh
so
my
telling.
gosh, that's hilarious.
Hey, I will also do it for King.
Hey, I'm not trying to diminish you for it. I'm saying that's real love.
Oh my gosh!
this is
Wow.
like do it for him, but the evil version.
For real.
That's if I had the time, I would make a meme, but I'm above it. I don't have time.
I'm not. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Do it for him, and it's just like his children.
Ironically, can I just say, small side note. The
Oh.
funniest part is I literally have a character in one of my side stories that's like, Emmett, give me your piece, kid.
Oh my
Side
gosh!
note, just a little side note. That
Man.
is true. I did make a story like that.
Uh-oh, but Emmett has a girl.
She don't know that yet. It's
Hey.
it's a
Don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife.
Oh my
That's
gosh! Oh my word!
it's more like don't let your girlfriend get in the way of this business deal.
This
Because
Who says you only can have one?
don't let your girlfriend.
God.
okay, Emmett, if I
Polyamory.
This has been polyamory comes up again.
Never good.
That is
Gordon says.
we have this is this has been a very interesting conversation.
This has been like the reproduction
Oh,
screen for some reason.
what? That is crazy.
Hey, if the chat hasn't been chaotic enough. When Jay joins, that's when
But
it becomes
just elevates
Air
this bit.
horn noises.
That is true. You
Yeah.
are the life of the party, my friend.
Oh my
I
gosh.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Run our hand together.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah, okay. Okay.
I have a job in the morning.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna sign off now.
I'm sorry to have kept you up, Joe. Bad influence, but it's been fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed the very exciting
It has been
conversation.
Glad I could hang out for a while. At what cost? But
Sorry. Don't take any PMs tonight. Okay, good night.
I'll have a good one.
Good night, Joe.
Bye.
And good night, Jay. And good night, Kit.
Good night. Cindy.
It's been fun.
Good night.
Good night. And good night, stream. Good night, Kanga, if you're still here. Good night.